put that iPad up so we can all pay attention to where these players jump. Alright, we're coming in from the Wasteland West wall, going just to the west of Monte Nuevo, going across the top of Monte Nuevo, following the corridor down to Los Leon and out the other side of Puerto Paricio. So there's your flight path, and that was as fast as it can get. And I got in here and I didn't even realize I wasn't in my slot, but they didn't start with me in slot 1 this time, so that's a good thing. I haven't been in slot 1 for probably a year, so thank you. Shout out to Dior for catching that. And it does look like Team Aces is getting ready to get into a fight with Riders Esports. So let's get on over here, get off of that, and let's check in on where everybody else is going on the iPad down below. It does look like we also have X-Force with Manic going into Chumacera. So let's check in on what's happening. Right above, we could see Remix watching as they are coming on down. So we do have 2 fights going on. So we've got Team Aces, Riders Esports over in Monte Nuevo. Kaiser's already been knocked. Oh, Hod. Remix was able to find Hod. And we still have Astro and Rana. And where's the other one? Oh, Vortex. Vortex is at your back, Remix. You gotta watch out for Vortex. Oh, Remix, get out of there. So now, let's see. I can't get all of them. Let's see if I can switch over to Vortex. Go up. It looks like Vortex is still looting. So let's spin this around and see what we can see from this angle. See if Vortex can see Remix across the lane. And even when I do that, you can't really see Manic up at the top. I'll go ahead and put that up so you guys can see that shot as well. And now it looks like Team Aces are down Sadra and Kaiser. So it's just Drago and Deep. Oh, oops. Clicked the wrong one. Drago and Deep coming up. Oh. And they're able to get one. He gets sap knocked. And so now we do. Oh! I didn't even hear him come up behind Drago. I didn't even hear the footsteps. And Deep doesn't make it out either. He gets taken down by Rich Esports coming out of there. So now let's get over to Chumacera really quick. See. Oh, Valak gets knocked. Who knocked Valak? I missed that. So now let me go ahead and put this map up here so you guys can see what's happening. I'll go ahead and pop this up here really quick. Let's check in on Remix over here. Does look like Vortex was the one that got Valak. So Vortex was at that backside, and Vortex is now coming across, and Remix is paying attention to him. So let's get on over to Vortex and see what's going on. Where is Spidey to witness my double wins? I don't know, but Spidey's going to be crying. He's going to be crying. He missed it. It is like 4 o'clock or something in the morning for Spidey. So now Vortex also, he looks like he's still trying to get those angles onto Valak. And I'm not sure. It looks like Valak is bleeding out. I'm sure they're... Oh, he's back up onto his feet. I'm not sure who was able to come up and get him, but they're still keeping an eye over here onto Rana and Astro. So let me put this back up so you guys can get an idea of where our zone is, where your players are. Let me know who you want to check in on. And let's go ahead and pop this up and let me see what else is going on. Are we missing any other fights? No, we are not. So we do have Rich Esports and Absolute Pain pretty close to Chumacera. We do have Rich to the east and Absolute Pain to the west. So for this, at this time, this is the main fight. So we'll stay here and just keep an eye on what X-Force are doing. It does look like Free Point is coming up and around, and he is right over here. Oh! Oh! He was at... Oh! What is going on with these sounds? It's like these guys don't hear anybody coming up. And now Reina, I'm right over there. Oh, in there, Molly. Rana is on a fire. So now let's see. Let's check in with Rana. Let's see what's going on. I didn't see Vortex. Vortex is still coming up. And not too far away. Rana is full health. And we got Alim right across. Balak came up right behind him, but we still have Vortex over here. But Vortex is headed on out, and he is going to end up right in the lap of Deku now. Deku is right on top of him. Let's see where Deku is. Deku's up at the church, so Deku may not see him just yet because Vortex is over at the mall. Now it does look like Riders may end up in a fight over here. In a fight with Pain, Absolute Pain. So let's see. Hello everyone and welcome to the Pro Scrim League. This is the semifinals group. Hello Blaze. Group Clover Day 1. We have 10 matches, 5 today, 5 tomorrow. So let's go through these slots and then we'll talk about the free UC Blaze. In slot 3, GNX Esports. Slot 4, The Quarrios. Slot 5, RX Rated. Slot 6 are the Zillionaires. Ooh, need to be there. Yes, I do. Slot 7 are New Era. Slot 8, the Nepal on top. Nepal on top. Slot 8. Slot 9 are VRC Esports. Slot 10 are the Dreamers Esports. Slot 11, Empire of Gods. Ooh, we got a DE Wolfie. Slot 12 are the Golden Fire. I know it's probably Golden Fire, or Pyra. I'm not even sure, but I'm going to stick with Golden Fire because I like it. Slot 13, Made in Nepal. Slot 14 are the new CBK Esports. Slot 15, Olympia Esports. Slot 16, Brados on top. 17, Hard to Kill. And then 18 are the Retired Boys. Hello, boys. I see them all coming on in. Hello, Suloji. Hello, hi. So tonight they are spoiling us again. We get 3 more Wheel of Names UC spin giveaways. We'll have one after the first match. So if you get your name on the list on the first time, then you get 2 more chances. You have 3 chances to win UC tonight. I have to shout out to PSL, Dior, and the sponsors. Thank you so much for supporting us and spoiling us as well. We all truly appreciate the extra UC and the extra support to the stream, to the players, and to the viewers. We thank you. All right, guys. Happy Wednesday night. I had to actually think. I have been so crazy busy today. Whew. Didn't even know if I was going to make it here on time, but I got here with plenty of time to mess around. So that's good. And I did grab a caramel cappuccino. So you guys always are so excited when I drink my cappuccino and then sitting with my hair standing on end trying to cast these. But we do what we do, don't we? Alright, we're still filling up and I don't see any extra hard start times, but it does look like they're taking their sweet old time getting in here. So we are. Now remember, the PSL tournament does have some pretty strict rules. So if you're a duo, then you'll get points taken away. If you don't show up, you get points taken away. If you don't have enough tags, you get points taken away. So these guys, they need to have it together to go into finals, because tonight and tomorrow we'll have 10 games total, and the top 8 overall will be going on to finals. So We do have finals starting on Saturday. I think they're... oh, alright, so that wasn't for me. So, let's see. We are still missing VRZ Esports and Slap 15 Olympia Esports. So, we're still missing 2 full teams. We are headed into Erangel. We'll do Erangel, Miramar, Sandhawk, Miramar, and then Erangel. And then we'll repeat tomorrow. CBK Nasty. Nasty just joined us. XR. Ooh, we got another ZZZ. Another one. I don't think that's my sleepy one. It could be Canary. It could be somebody else completely. I don't really know who this one is. I think that's Ninja Code. So, let's see. What else do we see down here? Down here, there's the nasty one that came on in. Ooh, we got a Rolex in here, guys. A Rolex. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Ooh. Ooh, whoa. That's a big name over in Dark and Dark Mobile, but we won't talk about that game. How's everybody's week going? You guys having a good week so far? I've had a really crazy schedule. Had some nice downtime and then some absolute chaos time. So it's been a bit. So let me see if they're talking to me here. I don't see them talking to me. And it looks like we're going to start. We may get a couple of new teams coming in since these 2 teams are missing. And we are starting. So let me go ahead and put that iPad up. Oh, nope. They stopped it. Let me put the iPad up as I was saying. There you go. So we are all set. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think are gonna... Who's the strongest team in here? What do you think, guys? Silent Boy, hello, big fan, Green. Big fans, much bigger fan, Silent Boy, much bigger. Are we gonna have some hot and sweaty matches tonight? I better turn on my fan so my PC doesn't overheat. I am trying. Guys, we have less than a week from today. I will already have fiber. Oh, I can't wait. Let's check out this flight path. We're coming in from the northeast over Stauber, going to the north of Rosshawk, over the top of Ruins, Gatka, and down to the Pacific coast, the western edge. So Smiley, much bigger fan, Smiley, much bigger fan. I didn't see you in here, Smiley. I didn't find my Waldo. Remember to get your screenshots over there. The earlier you get your screenshots over into the PSL server, the more chances you have tonight to win UC. So if you get your screenshots in right now, you'll have 3 chances to win UC tonight. The earlier, the better. So go blow up their giveaway channel. I do have it pinned up at the top. Hey, it looks like we've got the retired boys going up towards Severny, but they also have the zillionaires right around them. And I know that Flo is paying attention to that. So let's see. We do have, let's see, HK on top of New Era. So HK, hard to kill. That's right. So hard to kill. We'll see that's pretty soon if they drop a New Era, because you know what, New Era is pretty sweaty. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, Ellie. GOP. Let me, oops, cancel. Let me try that again. Oh, see, I'm messing up. Oh, I'm getting texts. I hate that. There we go, guys. I don't think you need to see my text coming in. Alright, so let's see. Looks like everything's going pretty good right now. We don't really have any teams on top of each other. Our first zone is going up towards that northeast edge. So let's see. Where do I think the first fight will be? CBK, the new CBK, is right over here in Pachinki, and we've got the Empire of Gods going all the way around Nepal on top. Look at this. We may have Nepal on top getting looked at by the Empire of Gods. Let's see. I don't really see any fights going on. We might have a fight. Let's head up to Ragebait, or sorry, Retired Boys. You guys know me and my tags. And we'll go ahead and just kind of peek in on what these guys are doing. Busy, detailed, 8 cars since Sunday. Wow, that's a lot of cars. That's a lot of cars. Alright, so I feel like New Era might come up and over onto Hard to Kill. So we already know that New Era, they're a strong team. So let's see if they're going to go ahead and... Oh, we already lost one from New Era. Oh, I did not see that. Oh, it was him. Senti Zin. There we go. Cielo. Hello, gorgeous. There is the gorgeous Cielo. Hello, how are you tonight? Alright, so now let me see. Let me go back to the map. They're pretty separated. I still feel like we're going to have some fights going on, and maybe Hard to Kill is coming up onto New Era over here. Or, yeah, New Era. New Era is still over here. We still have a trio for them, but they're hanging out over by the volcano. Let's see. It does look like they're rotating on out. Looks like Static trying to figure out how many are still left at the school recall center. But I still think that we might have a fight with Ragebait. So let's see. Dior! Hello, Dior! Shout out to Dior. Dior, the mastermind behind this tournament. She's also the one that was able to get all the all the UC sponsored for us. So guys, shout out to Dior. Alright, so let's see. What else is going on? I'm not so sure the Zillionaires want to take this fight. I think they're just kind of, as we check in on them, they are right down in here in the shelter, the bunker over by shooting range. Hello, Sunshine! HK! Alright, let's go and look in on Hard to Kill. They're already up to an elimination over here. Lucio Gaming. See, I was having issues looking down at my screen. Yeah. Sometimes I'm not so good at hitting buttons. I hit them all, not just one. Why hit one when you can hit about 12 more and do everything backwards and upside down? L-E-G-O-B-O-B. L-E-G is O-B. Let me go check in on somebody for the L-E. Oh, is that Dominator? Ooh, Dominator in the golden fire. So where is... Oh, they're right up here, LEG. Let me check in on this certain person for you. There you go, LEG. Doing just fine up here in North George. They are out of zone. They're going to have to go ahead and come on over. But they may run into the Zillionaires if they take that northern rotation. Ooh, we got a fight right on down here. The Gods of... Or the Empire of Gods, I'm sorry. They're over here with Wolfie. Already got one that came up into Pachinki. And Wolf just materializing on that balcony just for us. Alright, let's go. We do have Rolex and GMC right across. So we can see GMC hard peeking that window. That was kind of crazy. Let's see what he's actually doing. Is he hard peeking? Oh, he's all the way back here in this room. Didn't look like it from Wolfie's perspective. So let's see. He definitely knows where Wolfie's hut is, though. Wolf says, "Here I am." All right, guys. Let's go ahead and pop up the iPad because everybody's starting to rotate. You can see that the rotation is starting to come in. We do have teams all the way down on Military Base Island. They're going to have to come up and in. We do have a team down in Primorsk as well. Prados on top, so they may run into a lot of issues coming in from that southwest edge because there are 3 or 4 teams at least that they're going to run into. So I feel like I feel like Kratos on top, the team down in Primorsk, is going to have the hardest time trying to rotate in and around. Oh! Oh, Wolfie didn't miss that heartbeat, did he? Now let's go over and check in on what Rolex is doing. See what Rolly. Oh, Wolfie! No, you can see you, Wolf. Oh, if you come across that wide open, Rolex has you right in his sights. Oh, and he didn't take the shot. Oh, but Wolf managed to see him coming in and across. So now, see the CBK. This is the new CBK team. So let's see what's going on. Rolex is still fine, and we got Tupac coming on in. $180 a car, so already $1,400. Oh, in 4 days. Blaze. I think I need to get into your line of work. Alright, so this nade could end up right on top. Oh, too easy. Oh, too easy with that nade right up and over. And now he's paying attention to where Wolf is. He can see Wolf coming up right behind the shack. And let's see, is he going to get this extra nade? Oh, Nemo through the broken wall. Does get Tupac down to about half health. And he is still trying to push up and in, and Nemo did get knocked, and now he's trying to come on in. Both Never Side and Too Easy down to about 5 HP each, and now here they come. All 4 of them in the small blue 1 stack, and the Molly comes right up and in, and it is just Tupac and... Oh, there you have it. Tupac with a 3-piece over onto the Empire of Gods. Role taking one of the wins. And now we do have, here you go. Hard to kill right over here in a fight now with Napalm on top. There we go. Slime 2. Is that what that name said? Let me check in on this. Yes, it is. Slime 2. Let me check in on the turtle. Turtle, what you doing over here? Oh, he's pointing him out. No, what is Sohang doing? Sohang jumping up and over that ridge. Oh no, and Turtle's right here to back him up. But can Turtle back him up as we got the Tukey? Oh, Tukey coming up and around that corner. Hard to kill. Making a name for themselves tonight. And Krishna right there behind that. Oh, and there they go. Tukey with 3 of those eliminations. Jeez, look at the elimination Pola and Tukey. Alright, guys, let's see what else is happening. Oh, we got another war going on. And here we go. We got the golden fire right on over here with... Oh, no. It is just down to a solo over here for X-rated. Right on top. Let's see, we do have Slaughter. It looks like Abigail trying to get across, and we do have ZZZ pick back up, and let's see. Ooh, trying to get those shots as they come right on down and through. Spidey sleep. Yeah, Spidey. Where is Spidey? Alright, so now let's see what's going to happen between X-rated and the golden fire. Oh, that's a seat swap there for you. We couldn't even see him in that smoke, but Gold knew where to find him. And let's go. Let's see what's going on right up at the top, because ZZZ coming right up into him. And I'm not sure. Oh, is that it? We did lose Try Me, but they did finish off the Golden Fire. We are down to 11 teams now, so let's go ahead and scroll on in. I'll go ahead and put the iPad up so you guys can get a good look at where everybody is rotating. And it looks like Pot made it all the way up. The Kratos on top there, up at the hospital, the South George area. They're not too far away from GNX Esports, but I think they're coming in from the southern edge. They may run in over here to Team 10, which Team 10 are the Dreamers Esports. I do feel another fight going on for this duo. The duo did look like they were gonna run right into him. So my stream crashed, so we're gonna stick here, guys. A week from today, and I will already have fiber. Oh, Oh, I hope half of these problems that you guys sit there and deal with for me and stick by me, I hope a lot of these problems are gone. I'm so hopeful. So very hopeful. Alright, so let's see. Let's get back in here. Wow. Shh. Almost back in, guys. Almost back in. Hang in there with me. Hang in there. Oh, we're so close. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put that back up because I'm tired of sitting here staring at that for a second. I don't want to miss any of the fights, but right now they are all rotating, so it doesn't look like we're really missing anything. I'll put the iPad back up for just a second. We finally loaded back in. GG's on that 1v4. You got it, sunshine. We like to see it, don't we? Take a second just to take another drink. All right, let me get back in here now. So we are going to Razak in that northern hill section. We're all aware of that terrain. We all know about that hill because it does feel like PUBG likes that hill quite often. So now let's go ahead and scroll on in. I feel like we might have our next fight over here. Let's go in and check in on the Quarrios because we do have one of them has already been knocked. So let's see. We do have a push up by Team 10 coming right up in Dreamers Esports, and it does look like one of them from Cambu almost had that elimination. We do have Menzi coming right in and around. I'm not sure what he's going to do, and Ale is up in the forest, so he may not be able to help. We do have, let me check in on the Dreamers, see if they got the Dreamers picked back up. We do have a couple of other teams coming in. Yes, all 4 of them from the Dreamers are up now. So let's see. It looks like Team 4, the duo from the Quarrios, trying to get in and across and go. Ooh, I think they are getting chased down. We do have the Zillionaires right over at the bridge. So when they came across that bridge, the Zillionaires opened up, and there's the duo from CBK. So Quarrios trying to find their new place in zone, just driving through all the chaos over here. So now let's see. Now both sides of the West Naya Bridge have teams. Look at all the Zillionaires right across that. So now let's see what else is going on. We do have Made in Nepal. Made in Nepal over here getting in a fight with the Dreamers Esports. Dreamers came up and in straight in and driving straight at Zorro. Mr. Zorro, no! Mr. Zorro gets taken out by the DBS. So let's see. Looks like Zayn throwing all those smokes. I'm not sure the nades. I think he is just throwing what he had, trying to get that last one. Oh, that DBS. He knows the DBS is there, but Baka came up and around, was able to finish that off. And so now there goes the Dreamers Esports, and we are down to the top 10 teams. So let's see. I think New Era and the Retired Boys may end up in a fight up here, but it looks like the Retired Boys are taking the hilltop terrain, so they may not end into it, but they may end up onto Paredes on top. The team that came all the way up and out from Primorse, the ones that I thought were going to have the hardest time, are now about to find the Retired Boys right in front of them. All right, come on, let's load in. Sorry about my internet, guys. Next week, this time next week. All right, so the Retired Boys are really close over here, and we got Seize the Bush. We got the petally bush, though. It's a flowering plant. All right, let's see. It does look like they are all paying really close attention, but we got one of them from Retired Boys coming in on that off angle. So let me see what's going on over here. Sorry about the tags. You guys know I struggle sometimes when I'm so used to a team with the tags, and then they change their names, and it's just like, doesn't want to come out of my mouth. Alright, so I do feel like the Retired Boys are just trying to get as much information as they can to figure out where everyone is, and I don't think 33 can figure out exactly where they are. What is Obo doing? And Flo, let's see. Benny. Alright, guys. I think now's a good time to put the iPad back up so you guys can really get an idea of where your teams are. You guys gotta let me know who you want to check in on, and I'll check in on them for you as often as I can. There you go. And now, we do have a quiet moment. Let me go ahead. I do feel like the retired boys are getting ready for this push up and in. And who is that taking those shots? Was it... Oh, I forgot. I can't switch over this way, so let me try it this way. There we go. Yeah, they're taking the shots from the compound, the Pareto Sun Top, and retired boys are just sharking around them. They've got their fins up in that water, making sure that the swimmers on the boat know that do not jump in that water. Let's drink a beer, Green. All right, let's go. Cheers, Blaze. Let's do it. All right. I could go for a beer after today. I really could. All right, let's see what else is going on. We might have the duo. I know as soon as we click off, we will have the fight up here, and we both know this. But I don't want to miss the other fights waiting for this one. Look at how they're all getting into position for the retired boys, but they are out of zone, and I think they may be going ahead to zone to gatekeep POT from coming on in. Pareto Sun Top. Pareto Sun Top, it looks like they're coming around, and they may end up right over here on X-Rated. So let's see what's going on over here. X-Rated is out of zone, so X-Rated is going to have to move, but they do have Pareto Sun Top driving right on past them. So let's see what these two can do. And, oh, he saw him. Let's see what's going on with Code. See what Code is doing. And look at this. They do get into that fight. So now let's go on back over here, because we know that they're gatekeeping them from coming on in, but we do have 3 teams over here now. And we got 33 trying to get those shots right up and over. And look at that. They drove right over to Code. And the X-Rated, right when I switched over, they drove right up and into him. Can Code get his teammate picked back up? They do have another one right on down below. Oh, Code's going to have to try to get out of there by himself. And he does have several teams all around him. He knows that we are in stage 5 and the zone is getting smaller. So he went to the water. Now, let's go ahead and scroll on in and see what else is happening. You could tell by where everybody is rotating that they are giving each other quite a bit of space as they are trying to figure out which teams are where. And I just saw one of the zillionaires get knocked, and oh, they're way over here. And here comes the push. We are getting pushed up on now by Team 17, hard to kill. Oh, Citizen right here, and came right up and in onto Jacob, and Jacob is able to get that elimination right there. So now let's see what's going on over here. We do have Polar trying to get healed back up, but we gotta check in on the Dookie. Let's see what the Dookie's doing. I think he's gonna try to push up onto Jacob. Jacob is not alone. He does have a knocked player right on over there. And yes, Dookie did drive right up and in. Look at this. Dookie up to 5 eliminations, guys. We've got to keep an eye on hard to kill Dookie. It does look like somebody is taking a shot over towards him. And now X-Rated Code does have Maiden Nepal Baka right next to him. Look at this. They are both the trolls under the bridge. And now here comes GNX. Let's see what they're going to do right over the top of the 2 trolls. Troll 1, Troll 2 under that bridge. And we do have swimmers in the water as well. So look at this. C's right across the way. Maiden Nepal. Oh, Min was trying to get on in there. Look at C's. C's is just running up the other side. Where is C's? Oh, B30 just driving right into the middle of all this chaos. So now let's see what C's. Did C's even get up and over? C's is down to about 10 HP. We saw him on the side of that cliff trying to get up and over. And we still have the troll over here up inside taking shots right on down. And he does find made in that ball. Zayn, and he does have more fish in the barrel. He is just trying to find him. Look at this. There goes another one. Another one for this solo. So now he's got 3 made in a pile right down below him. And I think they may all be knocked right down here. Let's go down into... No, I think he's going to go on down. Oh, we can hear all the swimming fishes right on over here. So now he knows that C's is across the way. All these trolls right under here. Let's see what C's is. Yeah, C's on the other side of the bridge. And C's does have to come across this bridge to get into zone because we are going to the hill. So now let's go. We do have fights going off everywhere, and we do have GNX having a really hard time trying to get over into the zone. We're down to just C's. C's is the sole survivor coming into stage 7 very shortly. And look at this. Dookie out here driving right into the middle of teams. Drove right up and into CBK. And I think he might have... Oh, did he see Rolex? I thought he had Rolex in his sights, but that smoke. Hey, I was up. How you doing, Green? Hey, Sunshine. Hello, Spidey. Welcome. And oh, Code does find C's. I just saw that right on down here, but now he's got to get over and into zone. Oh, he's got to hurry. No. Oh, my God. He went out to zone. No. He had 8 eliminations, and now we are down to the top 2 teams. Let's see if we can get the sky view. Sorry, guys. I did not do a very good job with checking in on the sky view. Let's see. We do have... We have Tukey and Polar versus the Retired Boys. It is a 2v3 right over here on the North Raz Hills. So now let's see. It looks like Flo is coming right up and into Tukey's face. Tukey is already up to 5 eliminations, but here comes Flo right on the backside of that. So can Flo get up and in there? So let's keep an eye on what Polar does on this off angle. Tukey does have the top of the hill, but Benny. Oh, Benny, just when I saw that. So now we are down to just Polar. Polar versus all 3 of them. And look at Polar. He does have the smokes up over here. So he... Oh, let's see what he could do, guys. And they are all starting to push forward into him. But the Retired Boys are all in zone over here. So Polar's still trying to get the... Oh, they're coming right up behind him. Benny right up and around. Oh, and he gets Benny not fast enough. Jeez, let's get that iPad off of there. The Retired Boys coming in first with 9 eliminations. Hard to kill coming in second with 8 eliminations. And CBK coming in third with 6 eliminations. GG, top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. Let me scroll that down a little bit. There you go. 10 through 12. 13 and 14. Going all out. Let me get the iPad on over here so we can all see it in its all gloriousness. And it is hard to kill Tukey. 5 eliminations. 541 damage. Alright, guys. So I hope you got your screenshots over to the PSL because I'm not sure when they cut it off. But when we come back, we will have the very first UC giveaway. I should have the live scores and we'll be headed into match 2 of 10. So I will be right back. Sorry about the starting screen. That was the misclick, guys. Alright, so it does look like Riders is not going to find absolute pain. We have All Glory Gaming all in San Martin in zone. And we do have Non-Stop over by the truck stop. Look at this huge split that these guys are on, but they have this whole eastern side to themselves, almost there. All the southern side. It's not until you get to center zone where you really start finding some players. Let's see what Vortex is doing. Vortex is over here taking some shots up at Deku, but now Vortex is headed up to a duo because Deku does. Ooh, are all four of them up here? Let me check. Let me see where the rest of them are. Yes, Vortex is coming up to all four of them from Rich Esports. They are. Oh, Vortex! Ooh, let's see what's gonna happen. Vortex, do you know that you got a whole squad in the Church of Chumasera right on top of that hill? So we'll just stick here for just a minute. And oh, he's popping nades already. So they know, they heard that nade pin pull. And I do see that they're taking some shots, so they must be taking some shots down. Oh, X-Force. X-Force is probably still chasing after Vortex. So now X-Force is going to think that Rich Esports is Vortex from Manic. And look at this. Oh, he's throwing smokes. Look at this. What is Rich Esports going to do? Joker, bigger fan, much bigger fan, Joker, much bigger fan. Ooh, CBK and AGG are now in a fight. Where's this going on? Ooh, CBK. So this is kind of a long distance fight going on over here. And let's see, All Glory Gaming, they were taken out. So maybe it was the scouting mission that snooped a little too close. Are you in here tonight, Joker? I don't remember seeing your name. Are you in here? And we are still going down to that southwest corner. So we are still have Via Del Mar in here. We still have the Power Grid in here. Oh, Vortex! Vortex came out. Does get Kalon knocked, but they're going to be able to get him picked back up. We still have all of X-Force right down in Chumasera. And let's see, CBK. We've got the Grim Reapers. What happened over here? Did All Glory Gaming come up and in? What's going on over here? I missed it. So now, let's see. All Glory Gaming, another one knocked. So All Glory Gaming did push up and in. Oh, so now we're down to just X99 coming up onto CBK. So CBK, also they're driving up right behind him. So now, let's see what he could do. Is he going to try to get that res off? Oh, he thought about that res in there coming out and around. And he is down to about 20 HP, throwing those mollies down the stairs, trying to keep them from coming up. And oh, he was in the molly. That molly. Joker! I found you, Joker. The Grim Reaper Joker. You didn't have 23K in your name, so I completely missed it. Here is Joker. Big fan, Joker. I think this might be you. I think it might be. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, we got another fight going on right on over here. We have Absolute Pain right over here with Sailing Esports. And now Absolute Pain down to just 22. And there goes Absolute Pain, taken out by Sailing Esports. But now, look at this. They also have the attention from Riders Esports. So now, let's see. Looks like they can see him from across. We got all this skill glitching going on. So let's see what else is happening. We still have Non-Stop coming on in from that eastern edge, and we do have almost there coming in all the way from the south. They have that whole south to themselves. So let me go ahead and put that. Let's scroll in just a little bit more so that you guys can really get a good idea of where your teams are. We are down to 8 teams, and we are only in stage 2. So let me put this iPad up here as these guys are pulling away from each other. We do have Rich Esports on the eastern side of Riders Esports, Sailing Esports to the west. We do have, oh, I think the next fight's going to be X-Force, and almost there. They're really close to each other down at the southern end of this map. We do have non-stop, heading over towards Picado, where the Grim Reapers are, and CPK up to the north. So I think Alim may end up seeing almost there. So let's hang out here with him and see. Oh, he does see that buggy. He sees it right across. So now that should be one of them from almost there. Yep, so they know that almost there is right over there. Alim is getting ready to chase them down. So now let's see what's going to happen as almost there are getting pulled up on now. So let's see what Gutsy got. The Gutsy got. Oh, he could see X-Force right across. Did you see that? Ooh, we can see it. We can see it. Alright, what else is happening? It does kind of look like X-Force might have pulled away from almost there. It looks like they maybe headed back to the north. So, almost there. We'll still have the southern side. Ooh, Rich Esports in a fight with Riders Esports right over here in the middle of the map, center zone. So now, oh, I must not have clicked on somebody. So, it looks like Lost in Sex. No, we only lost Jazz so Jazz. So let's see what's going on with the Riders. All four of them from Riders are still up, and it does look like Rich Esports is coming into this compound, and we do have Deku moving up. Lost in Sex also trying to move up. Deku is even closer. Look at this. Deku's over there throwing those nades up and over onto Riders Esports. Esports. Alright, so now let's see. We do have a lot of nades. We've got smokes going off. Let's see. Ooh, CBK and what happened over there? Looks like CBK might have been on a scouting mission and got into the sight line of Sailing Esports right down. And Levi over there flirting with X-Force. So now Lost in Sex. We did lose two players now, but Deku is still coming up and over. He did get that knock with the S12, and now Riders is down to just, ooh, they came right up and over the top of that with the Tommy gun. But look at this. Kaylan was covering for Deku. Had that back angle, trying to make sure that Deku, when he popped his head up and snagged that little fish on his fishing line. And so now let's see what's going on over here with oh, Sap. Sap is the sole survivor, so he does have two of his teammates are knocked. Oh, and they're taking those shots, so Elon knows exactly where he is. I almost choked, guys. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready for the Wheel of Names? Good luck to each and every one of you 38 people on here. Bright and early. You have 3 chances to win tonight. So Logan, 27. Woo! Congratulations on winning the first UC giveaway tonight. Now, let's go ahead and check out these scores. The Retired Boys coming in first with that winner chicken dinner, 19 total points. Coming in second, Hard to Kill with Tuki, 14 total points. And X-Rated tied with 11 points each with New CBK coming in third. There are your scores. And they're slowly filling up the lobby. And we got Dior telling them no extra time. And it looks like they made it on in here. We are still missing Team 15, Olympia Esports. And you could see right at the top of the iPad, they did start it. So there we go. Son, I'm sure it's just a mistake. Don't let Spidey get you all worried. Alright, so now let's go ahead and head on into match 2 of 10, Miramar. Let's see what's going to happen. We'll be jumping with HK Tuki, 5 eliminations, 541 damage. So let's get on over to Tuki. Let's see, Hard to Kill. I think they were Team 15. No, 15 was the one that was missing. There they are, all the way here. There is Tuki. So we are all set up. And let's get on in here. Okay, what am I missing? Looks like we got a duo for GNX this time. Dior's cracking the whip, saying no extra time. Get your butt in here when you're supposed to be here. Get out of those wild rooms. Let me put the iPad up so you guys can keep an eye on where your teams are. We're coming in from just east of Impala, just between Impala and the Impala Islands, going over the top of Leones, minus de Valle, to the east of Valle del Mar, and to the north of minus del Sur. So dumping off in the river just to the north of prison. There you go. There's your flight path. Let's see where they're all going. On the iPad, we are following along with Tookie from Hard to Kill. I'm sure it's okay, Sunshine. I'm sure it's okay. I'm sure. Tagged you, check. Spidey, it's gonna be okay. I'm sure Dior knows that Sun won 2 in a row. So we do have the Dreamers Esports headed up over towards the armpit area, probably looking for the vehicles going into Al Azhar. It looks like Made in Nepal taking over Impala. We do have 2 teams, the Empire of Gods jumping with the Quarrios going down to Puerto Parisio. Does look like we might have 2 teams over here on top of each other. VRZ right here with Hard to Kill right on top of each other. Let me get on in here because we do have, looks like they are right on top of each other. Polar does have someone in his building, either above or below him. I'm not exactly sure who's right here with him. The other ones from VRZ are right down below. So let's see what else is happening. Our first zone is all the way over to the southwest this time. We're going from El Pozo all the way down to minus del Sur. We still just to the north. Oh, there goes one from VRZ. So let's see what else is happening. We do have a couple of teams that looks like they're headed over towards the Ladrilla area. We have 3 teams over here in the nowhere land. Look at this, and all these little compounds. We have GNX over here with X-rated and Praetos on top. So let's see what else is going on with the rest of the map. I do want to go over and check in on Puerto Parisio. Let's see what's happening between the Empire of Gods and let's see what's going on over here with the Quarrios. Yes, they are right over here, and we too easy. Get another elimination. Oh, he found Cambu on this one. So you're right. How is this possible? I got scammed. No, son, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Dior's not gonna do that to you. And it does look like Eduxy Boy, I'm not sure what this name is, but ooh, the Golden Fire are also in a fight. We do have another fight right down here. We got it. All of a sudden, everybody's decided to fight right here in Las Leon, and they are just on the edge of the zone. The Golden Fire right over here with new CBKs, so let's check in. We did lose Rolex, and we do have nasty one right over here. Oh, Tuk. What is with Tuk lately? Tuk and Tookie and ooh, is that the Dominator? Is this Dom, is this you? So let's go in and check in on what is happening on this angle. We do have an Uzi M4 combo for Dom. Let's see what's going on, and it looks like we got a fight between oh, do you guys always have to fight all at the same time? Let's get on over here on the iPad and find out what's happening on this very edge of eastern edge of Monte Nuevo. So we got Keeps right on over here getting pushed up on by oh, he does get one of them knocked in. Oh, I think he just knocked 2 of them. He's got that M249 and he's just working that M249. Let's see what's going on. Code has been knocked and it's only ZZZ, but look at this. He does not have any weapons, and here comes the duo from GNX coming right up and over, trying to get some of that third party. So now, let's see what's going on over here. It looks like we're going to be able to get everybody but Code picked back up. And I don't think... It looks like Try Me came all the way over here. See what ZZZ is doing. ZZZ is being watched from the top of that hill. And so now, new CBK up on... Ooh, the Golden Fire. Slaughter. What is Slaughter doing up on top of this? So he is right down below. And I think GMC is right at the top. Oh, just able to get out and around. Oh, Dom is able to run right on through there. So now they're coming right up and in onto Nasty. Oh, Nasty S12. So now here's GMC trying to get those shots, trying to get them right on down on top through the window. So let's see what else is going on. Try Me is now the sole survivor over here. 4 max rated. So now let's go back to the map and see what else is going on. We did lose several teams in all of this. Chad D! Hello, Chaddy. So now the Gods of War, let's go check on them. And it looks like too easy. Remember, Camu was knocked, and it looks like the Choreos just went ahead and left. And we do have Made in Nepal in a very long spread. So let's see what else is going on with the rest of the map. We're down to the top 12 teams already. So we do have the Dreamers still up in El Azahar. They're going to need to come on in from the blue zone. The blue zone's going to push them on in. And let's see, VRZ. I think VRZ is just... No, they're a duo. Okay, so they're just going to go ahead and hang on out in Center Las Leon. Alright, so... It's alright, son. Spidey's giving you a hard time. Just chill, sunshine. Just open a ticket. It'll be fine. I'll talk to Dior if there's any issues. I think Made in Nepal is going to have some issues coming right on through. They are coming in right near the Golden Fire, and I think the Golden Fire may be headed straight for him. Let's check in and see what's going on with the Golden Fire, because they do have Made in Nepal coming right at them, and they are just a duo. The Dominator. Look at this. He's up to 3 eliminations. Dom, is this you? I need to know. Need to know if it's really you. So let's see what else is going on. I hate to watch people just rotate and loot but at this moment, there's not a lot going on. We still have a lot of rotations that are bringing several of these teams close together. You can see up by minus Generalis, we do have Nepal on top, not too far away from the Zillionaires. So we might have a fight there. But it looks like Made in Nepal went all the way around the Golden Fire, and they are headed over towards the Empire of God. So let's go back over to Made in Nepal. I know that they're on the rotation, but as you see, everybody's on a rotation right now. So let's see if they crash into the Empire of Gods. I do feel like they're pretty close to each other, but they're just both on the southeast side. Yeah, I think they're gonna crash right about now. They should see each other, because look at this, they're on a collision course. This is Empire of Gods, and there's Made in Nepal. Made in Nepal. I think I've called them the wrong name more than once tonight, but it is Made in Nepal. So let's see. Ooh, and we do have the Retired Boys not too far away from all of this as well. So the Retired Boys may end up in all this chaos as well. At least I made you worry for a minute. Yeah, Spidey, that's not very nice. Be nice to Sunshine. Drama. Oh, Made in Nepal trying to find some helmets from the Retired Boys. I'll go ahead and put the iPad back up so you guys get a good idea of the rotations. I'll go ahead and scroll in just a little bit so you guys can really see the tags a little better. It is a quiet start to this. We still have 12 teams. We haven't lost. Oh, look at that. He went right around Benny. What is Benny doing? Benui. He just, I think, feels like he's AFK. Don't you guys think? Do you think he's watching my stream? That's what it is, guys. Kidding. I'm kidding. Alright, let's go ahead and scroll on in. Let's check in on what's going on with Main Nepal, because they are coming right up and in onto the Empire of Gods. The Vortex and Wolf are both right in this compound. So now let's see what's going to happen. We do have Yaz coming right up. He's snaking right up onto Vortex and Wolf. Wolf was down quite a bit, but he's right over here on this edge. Does he know that he's got people coming up right behind him, Vortex? They're coming in around you. Oh, I just saw the retired boys get a knock onto somebody too. So where was all this? Wolf and Vortex. Oh no. This vehicle, get out of the vehicle. Alone 2.0. Hello. Hi, Alone. Alright, so now let's see. The southeast edge is where all these teams really are. We may end up with the Dreamers on top of the Nepal on top. Sorry, Dreamers with Nepal on top. Let's go check in on, see how close these teams are. They are right here on the Picado Ridgeline. Oh, they're coming right up and around. Oh, they let them drive right on into Nepal on top. Oh, so they got double knocks. Let's see what's going on over here. We got Turtle and Slime too, but look at this. The Dreamers are just coming right up and in. Where's the rest of it? Oh, I can't turn. Oh, I can't turn it. I can't turn it. Alright, oh, and the Dreamers are going right over onto Turtle and Slime. Let's see what's going on. Oh, Turtle got knocked. Slime too, the sole survivor for Nepal on top. So he's got to get on out of there. But he's getting chased down. Look at this. The Dreamers. The Dreamers are right here behind him. Slime too, don't stop there. Don't stop there. They're coming. Alright, so let's see what's going on. Where did they stop? Yeah, he stopped up top, and he is paying. He knows exactly where Slime 2 stopped, so we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. All right, so now let's go up to the Dreamers and see. Oh, we also have the Golden Fire. Look at all these teams right on over here. Let's go over. Oh, Baka just got knocked. So now let's get on over here and see what the Quarios are doing. They are now a duo, and they are right next to Made in Nepal. Made in Nepal right there. And will he be able to get over there and get Ale picked back up? And Made in Nepal, Baka has been knocked, and so let's see. Slime 2! Slime 2 was able, for Nepal on top, was able to get that knock on the one that was chasing him down. So, let's see. Now, me just pulling his leg. Here we go again. Here we go again. Alright, so we are still going over to the west. We are just south of Monte Nuevo. We are wrapping around Chumacera and La Drilla, but we are way to the west of Picado. So let's check this out from the hilltop, see what's going on with the Quarios. Quarios over here, and it looks like Zayn may be the last one still standing over here. No, he does have Yaz over here as well. Zayn trying to get those shots, but look at this. He's on the back of a tractor. So now let's see what else is going on. Can he get out of that predicament? That is a sticky little predicament. I don't know where I got that from, guys. I never know. Oh, try me. No, try me. Oh, no. Is he done? Is he gone? I think he just knocked himself in that vehicle. Let's see. Is he gone? That was for X-rated. Yes, there goes X-rated. He knocked himself out of that vehicle. That is so sad. All right, guys, let's see what else is going on. We do have the Golden Fire coming up and around. He a billionaire now. Beautiful. Have you seen Spidey's account lately? Right. Spidey billionaire. No kidding. We do have the Dreamers now coming up and around the Golden Fire. The Golden Fire throwing those nades, trying to stop them from coming into this compound. Slaughter, ooh, that was a good nade, Slaughter. Good nade. So he's the Dreamers. Ooh, don't want to face off with that M249. Look at this, throwing those nades right up and over. Slaughter, get on out of there. Do something, Slaughter. Oh, as the Dreamers are still coming up and around. Slaughter is the sole survivor for the Golden Fire, and there goes Slaughter. But now with all of this chaos, they did get the attention of GNX Esports. So now let's see. Looks like they're just gonna go ahead and get some gas, beer, and chips at the gas station. Ooh, I think the retired boys are getting ready to get into a fight over here with the Empire of Gods. The Empire of Gods are right there behind him, and I think Benny is right down below him. Oh, Vortex is coming up and over the top of that hill. But the rest of the retired boys are taking those shots, trying to hold them back from popping their head up as Benny makes his getaway. So too easy. And where's Wolf? Wolf, what you doing? So Wolf is also trying to get those angles up onto. Oh, he can see them all, but they are hill glitching on him. So now let's go ahead and scroll in a little bit more on this. There's nobody over by Ladrilla, so I'm just going to go ahead and scroll it in a little bit so you guys can really see where your teams are. I don't think there's anybody else. Yeah, so we do have several teams that are out in the blue. We do have Made in Nepal over by Corios. We do have VRZ and the Empire of God. So we do have several teams out in the blue. They're going to have to make their way in because the blue zone really starts to hurt. Bye-bye, Sun and Spidey. Bye, Alone. Bye. Thank you for stopping by, Alone. I hope you got your name over onto the Wheel of Names list. All you have to do is take a screenshot of your like and subscribe, hit the link I've got up there, and go over to the PSL server. It's that easy. Too easy. Alright, so now let's check in on the Zillionaires. Zillionaires driving right on through Team 17. R2 kill Polar. Polar at the top of that. Able to get that elimination. So now let's see what else is going on the iPad. Because we love to check on the iPad. Haven't won single spin from green this month, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and scroll on in. I don't think there's anybody further over, but you can see that we do have Made in Nepal. They're kind of hard to see, but they're way over on this edge. But there's Made in Nepal. The rest of the teams are coming in. We do have the Empire of Gods right on down here on top of, oh, the Corios. Too easy. Gets taken out by that nade right when we switched on over. Is Wolf the sole survivor over here? Wolf, no, we still have Vortex at some point. Where is Vortex? Vortex is back at that edge, but let's go down and check in on Wolf and see what Wolf is doing. He's trying to keep an eye on where Ale is, right on the backside of that ridge line. Let's see if Wolf can land this nade on him. Boom! What a nade! What a nade. So the Corios now moving back just a little bit. Wolf getting those shots. Oh! Wolf with another one. There goes another knock onto the Corios. So I'm getting back into the match. True, bro. No lies to you. Yeah, the wheel had to come back because you kept winning all the codes. Son. Spidey's got the Spidey senses. He's able to get all those codes and eat them all up. Alright, so we came back into a fight right over here with GNX and the Dreamers. Now the Dreamers we watched come up onto the Golden Fire over at the farm, and now here they go. There goes a running B30 right in front of us. A little candle in the wind, and Nazaria now on fire. And so here comes all of the Dreamers, the sole survivor for GNX Esports, the M249, ringing off in our ears. Nades going on. Oh. And there they go, Dreamers Esports. All right, let me get that map back up. Sorry, guys, didn't mean to stay on the wolfie. All right, let's go ahead and scroll on in and see what we think is going to happen next, though. We do have the Dreamers. The Dreamers are in zone. They're the only team that I see at the moment in zone. We do have Team 17, hard to kill, creeping up on that southern edge, but everybody else is going to be trying to come in to hard to kill. We do have the Retired Boys, the Quarios, the Empire Gods, and the Solo from Made in Nepal. And let's see, look at this, hard to kill. It looks like they're so far apart on this map, but they are really getting closer. Ooh, Vortex, he could see you, Vortex. I think Vortex, maybe he'll glitch in right on over here. Let's go. Let's check it out. What is happening? Vortex and Wolf is still in this, but Vortex is getting a little pepper sprayed. So we do have, ooh, we have VRC right over here next to the Retired Boys. I kind of missed that, and I think Made in Nepal is going to have a hard time getting on into zone. He was headed straight over towards Dreamers. Dreamers are right on the other side of that, and I can't quite see who's on the backside. Oh, don't peek your head too far. Oh, get out of there, y'all. Haha. Who, what, when, what? Oh, and Dreamers did find him. Dreamers do have quite the angles. They do have a lot of these angles covered. We still have the Retired Boys. The Retired Boys have not come in yet, but they do have that western edge all to themselves. They just need to push on in, and Wolf just got knocked by the Quarios coming up and in. Oh, they came up behind him. So now let's see, Vortex. Vortex knows it. Oh, let's check in on Vortex. Vortex is a solo, but we do have the Retired Boys right over here next to the Quarios as well. And Vortex knows, he can hear all the buggies that are out and around him, but it looks like maybe the Retired Boys are over here getting it. Oh no! No, Benny! So now 33, the last one's still standing, but they are right over here next to the Quarios. So now the nade's going up and over. He does get a nade onto one. So now it is just between 33 and Menzi. Menzi is right down there in that smoke. Let's see what Menzi is doing over here. Looking at it, looks like he is just hanging out in the smoke. He is going to have to get into zone. You can see that the zone is shifted and it's going right on top of hard to kill. So we have just a side. Oh, he's going to be able to get his teammate. He's going to get Benny picked back up. Let's go. All right, so now you can see where everyone is. Told you, son, me innocent guy. Spidey, I don't think so. I don't think so. Alright, so now let's see if we can get a good sky view of what's going on. We do have the Retired Boys all the way over to the west, but they are right on top of Menzi. Menzi just kind of hanging out. The Dreamers, it looks like the Dreamers are pulling up into hard to kill. If I could turn this, ooh, this iPad just does not want to work tonight. Let me get over to hard to kill and see what's happening as they come on in. We did lose Tookie. We lost Tookie way too early, and now hard to kill is a trio coming up and into the Dreamers. Look at the Dreamers just all pushing right up and in. Santa's in and Crash does get knocked. Polar gets knocked, so now Santy's in. Santy's in is the soul. Come on, get over there. There we go. The sole survivor. Now everybody pushing into this compound. You could see that 33 is coming in. It looks like we lost Benny. We do have Vortex pushing up and in. We're down to the top 4 teams. We do have the Dreamers with the 3 souls. We have a 1v4. Now we are down to Vortex. Vortex got found. So now let's get on over here. Let's see what else is happening with 33. 33 comes right up and in, trying to get the shots over onto. Oh, I couldn't get over there fast enough. That zone just crushed him right on in. The Dreamers Esports coming in first with 16 eliminations, 26 total points for coming in first with this winner chicken dinner. Coming in second are the Retired Boys with 10 eliminations. GG's. Coming in third are the Empire of Gods with 2 eliminations. GG, top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15. Going all out iPad time. It is Dreamers. We're gonna call him I can't read this, guys. I don't know. 5 eliminations, 860 damage. GG's. He's too innocent that he doesn't even ask Green for UC after winning from the wheel. I direct text the manager or St. Bass, I'm sure. You guys. Alright, guys. I will be right back with the scores and headed into match 3 of 10. I will be right back. He's down to about 5 HP, and we do have Deku coming up and Lost in Sex coming right up and into the fridge shop, and Sap trying to get those shots over onto K-Line, but K-Line was hill glitching for Sap, and Sap is down to about 5 HP. Look at this, Happy Vic up on top of that hilltop, bleeding out pretty quickly too. Look at his life bar just going right on down. So now, Deku. He popped his head up right in front of Deku. Alright, so we're going up towards the power grid now. We do have all 4 of them from X-Force coming up really close to where this fight is right now. Almost there, traveling all the way along the western edge of the blue, trying to come up and around the outside of X-Force. And they may end up right up here with Sailing Esports. We are down to just, I think, how many teams are we down to? 7 teams, guys. Alright, so now, let me go ahead and put the iPad up and give you guys a good view of where everyone is. And I think Lost in Sex is driving right up and into CBK. Lost in Sex was down to about half health or less, so now let's go. Don't forget to get your screenshots if you like and subscribe over to the PSL server, because we are doing 2 more giveaways tonight. You just saw Sun win the first pack, and there are only about 5 names on that wheel, so it was pretty good odds. So let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more, and we still have the blue pushing almost there in from that edge, that very far west. So you can see him now a little better on the main screen, but it does look like Lost in Sex was thinking about headed down towards CBK, but it looks like he's going to go ahead and head back up. So I'll go ahead and put the iPad back up. You guys can figure out where your teams are. I still think Almost There is going to end up right there on top of Sailing Esports, and it does, and it maybe even have, here is me, son. Spidey, you missed the first spin. Alright, so we do have X-Force and Nonstop and the Grim Reapers. They're all right over here. Oh no, we had some issues with Almost There. One of them did get knocked. It looked like maybe knocked from the vehicle or maybe knocked from the blue. But they need to get in from the blue because the blue is starting to push them all in. Let's go check in on the Grim Reapers. Get in the next one. Yes, I was sleeping. Just woke up by alarm. Alright, so we are over here with Tim. Let's see. Joker, this is you, right? Joker, this is you. Hi, Joker. Hi, Joker. Big fan. Alright, what is happening? I feel like Deku may be able to see CBK. He knows that they're over there because Lost in Sex did find them the unfortunate way, but he was able to get on out of that. And look at this. We're going over to the cliffs of the power grid. So, woo. And everybody's starting to really understand that. Oh, here comes X-Force right behind him. So now X-Force is coming up on the road right across from him. So, and CBK is right across the street. Non-stop is right across the street. So now we are all pushing right on in. X-Force coming right up and into CBK. So now, look at this, non-stop right in front of the free point. But we do have Rich Esports right across the way. So now, let's see what else is going on. We do have the Grim Reapers all the way out to the east of the zone, and then we've also got almost there to the northwest zone, and they are still really close to Sailing Esports. So I still feel like they are going to end up in a fight eventually. I feel like they're going to end up right on top of each other. Let's get over to Non-Stop Baggio, trying to get those shots across the way onto Alim. So alright, let's see. Let's see what else is going on. Ooh, look at this. We do have right up at the top Spence. That's some sunshine driving. You try to get up that cliff, he's going to drive right in front of you, then back up and back over you, then drive right across the top of you. Son, are you in this? Alright, so let's see what else is going on. What else is happening? The Grim Reapers are coming in from the east. We got almost there coming in from the northwest, and they did miss Sailing Esports, but I still think Miras may be able to see them. We do have Free Point right across the way on this angle, so they are still paying attention to Non-Stop right on over here. Let's go up to Rival and see what Rival is keeping an eye on. Look at that. He can see Sailing Esports right across the way. And who is that across the way? Kadums right on over here, trying to get those shots right on top. Oh, right on top of almost there. The fight that I thought was going to happen 10 minutes ago. Oh, Miras gets the guts. He got it sprayed out of the car. And now almost there. Going to end up in the sight of X4. So now, let's see. Everybody just trying to get up and in there. And I think Levi and Grace were able to make it. Peach! Go Peach in the pink beetle! Peach in the pink beetle! You say that 5 times fast, boys. Let's see how you do it. Peach made it in the pink beetle. There we go. But we do have X-Force coming up and around, and Valak may be able to see right across the way, and he can see that Sailing Esports at the top of the hill, and we also have all a Non-Stop pushing right up and right across from him. So now Valak taking all those shots into the dip. And let's get over to see what's going on. Look at this. Dallas once again surviving, and he has put himself center zone. And look at all the gumballs right around him as X-Force is now starting to push in. And oh, don't go up that ridge line because you do have X-Force coming up and in. Look at this. Here comes X-Force right up and on top of him. It is Remix on the backside. Let me get Remix on this screen. He was the last match top fragger, and look at him throwing those nades up and over, but he does have to watch out for Spence up on top of the hilltop. Spence right there. Dior, you have a great night too. Great night, Spidey. Oh, so now let's see what's going on as Alim is trying to get up and in it, and he comes right underneath Sailing Esports. We're down to the top 6 teams. We still have the Grim Reapers coming in right over here by Rich Esports underneath Sailing Esports. Let's see if we can come up. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? The Retired Boys coming in first with 35 total points. Dreamers Esports at 29 and Hard to Kill at 20 total points. we've got Alone and Spidey and Son in the chat, and Alone telling all of Spidey's little secrets. By the way, bring caramel one, Spidey. He doesn't like the salted. I like caramel popcorn. I gotta admit, that's some tasty stuff. I like it. I like it. Why does everything seem off tonight? I guess I'll spend just a second while we have it and go ahead and, whoops, cancel. That's not what I meant to do. Let me see if I can fix this. Get this back over. Everything kind of shifted on me and I'm not exactly sure why. So let's try 300. That a little better? Let me see. That looks a little better, doesn't it, guys? You guys probably don't even see what I'm looking at, but I didn't like it. As you can see, they are still loading into tonight's third match of 10. This is the PSL Spring Mini League. Winner takes all $200. $200 on the line. So let's and don't forget, after this match we'll be doing the wheel of names. If you haven't gotten your screenshots of your like and subscribe in yet, get on over to take a screenshot of your like and subscribe, get it over to the PSL server into the giveaway channel, and they will write your name down on the list. And then you'll have 2 more chances tonight. Shout out to PSL, Dior, and the sponsors for spoiling all of us, for all of our support. Your support, just hanging out, chatting in the chat, hitting that like button, going over to the server, hanging out in their server. They have all sorts of things going on over there. They have all sorts of scrims and tournaments. It's a good place to be. Make sure you shout them out over there and just say thank you. Green loves you. Let's see. No, I cut up the dry bread to replicate popcorn. Why would you do that? Pour caramel on it and we will be good to go. I'll use dog water for the dip. Oh, sunshine. This time we're going to be jumping with the Dreamers. And you guys saw that name. You guys already know I have the hardest time with names. Names are not my friend. They are not my friend at all. But here it is. If you guys want to try to read that name, he is right there on your screen. Alright, let's go ahead and put that iPad up. There you go. And we are jumping with Dreamers Esports, coming in from that northeast edge, over the top of Magnite to the north of Paradise, going across the top of Camp Alpha Mountain, over Camp Alpha, and all the way to the other side. Play broke, but he rich. Yeah. Spidey has all the good stuff in the game. Spidey's got it all, sunshine. Alright, so we do have the retired boys jumping really close to Team 15. Team 15, Olympia Esports, finally getting in here, guys. So let's see what else is going on. It looks like boot camp. We had a whole cluster of teams going over the top of boot camp. Nobody dropped boot camp, but we have Hard to Kill, Made in Nepal, and what's this last team over here? Oh, Kratos on top. And now we also have the Empires of Gods. They are already in a fight. The Wolf has been knocked. We are up here at the Camp Alpha ruins, at the top of Camp Alpha. Neverside trying to hold off the X-rated trying to get on in here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, Neverside got knocked. So now it's just down to Vortex over here. Vortex is right on this edge trying to get those angles. We did lose Try Me, and we do have 99K coming out. Oh, and 99K does get found by Vortex. Now we got Code coming out and around, and he gets found by ZZZ. EZs. Alright, so now What else is going on? The zillionaire Tookie in a fight with Maiden Nepal. Oh, Jacob could not hold off that push. So now let's see what's going on. Oh, there goes Ovo. Ovo to Olympia. And now the retired boys are over here. So now let's go and get the bird's eye view of Painan. Because Painan, we've got 3 teams over here. We've got Made in Nepal, Hard to Kill, and Kratos on top. So we do have a 4v2. I only see 2 for Made in Nepal. I did see a knock, but oh, Potato and Zan, the 2 remaining over in Painan. So let's see, Avery right up on that top. Let's see what's going on. Where is Shadow Zeno? Shadow Zeno way over on this other edge. So it is just Avery and Shadow Zeno. But I think they know where Avery is. Avery trying to get those shots across onto 33 and 33. Return those shots, getting him knocked. So there's a sole survivor still for the Olympia. And oh, what just happened over here? GNX got taken out over on this edge. Look at this. Each one of the new CBK were able to take out GNX over on this side. CBK, I am sorry I missed your fight. You guys all have to fight all at the same time. So let's see. It does look like the retired boys over here. Let's see. Y'all chill. Tell them, Dior. Dior is not only the sponsor of the UC giveaway, the owner of PSL, the big dog. She is also mod in my chat. So if you guys keep it up, she will get out her naughty little... Okay, start your speech. Oh boy. Alright, so now let's see what's going on over here. What is happening? Guys, let's get back to the match. We are here to watch these teams fight it out. We do have Potato. Hello, Potato. I miss playing with you. Alright, let's get over and see what's going on. Well, let's check in on Tookie. What is the Tookie doing over here? So now, let's see. Let's go back to the map. We'll keep an eye. Oh, there goes the last one for... Nope, he is still there, guys. But now, the retired boys do have Nepal on top, coming up and pretty close to where they are over here in Lakwai. So we may have another fight for the retired boys. The retired boys are in first place right now. So let's check in on 33. Can he see it? Look at that. He sees him going across the top of that hilltop right over by him. What did we just miss over here? CBK found another one. Rolex found another elimination over here, and I'm not sure who that might have been. And might have been Vortex coming down from the top of Camp Alpha Mountain, but we do have another team coming up onto X-Rated now, and it's all 4 of them from the Quarios. So 99K, I hope you know you are pushing right up into another team. So Potato just got another knock. Let's see what is happening. Oh, Tookie just ran right into that molly. So let's see what's going on with Potato over on the other side. He also got an elimination, and I think that was on Kratos on top. So now Kratos on top are down to just a duo. Made in Nepal, a duo also. Ooh, Santi's in. He saw you right across that way. So now let's see what else is going on. What else is happening? I'll go ahead and put this map up when the fights stop, but I can't seem to get a chance to get it up in there. So now let's go over to see what's going on with Kratos on top. Donnie is the sole survivor. He's trying to get 22 G's back up, and he does get that res off, and now he's trying to heal up, but here comes Hard to Kill. Oh, the spray down. So now it is just manic, but look at this. VRZ, they are coming up over here towards towards Painan. And through this fight with Kratos on top, look at this. The duo from Made in Nepal were able to push all the way up into hard to kill. Zayn had him right in front of him, and I don't think they know that Zayn is right here. But they do have another team. Oh, they do know that Zayn is right there. They do. But Dreamers Esports are up on top of that hill now. You can see him coming up. It's I think he knows it. Sentizin is right there. Sentizin was just taking those shots. So now let's see. Let me check in on the Potato. Potato trying to get those shots over onto Tookie. It is Potato versus Tookie. As look at this. Here comes the Dreamers. You can see them right down here in your mini map up at the top. Here they come. The Dreamers are right on top of Santizin. Santizin needs to turn around. Oh, Potato. So now let's go over to Santizin because he does have the Dreamers right behind him. It is just up to Zayn. Let's get over to Zayn, see what Zayn can do. Oh, and there goes Zayn right when I went to click on him. Alright, so the Dreamers are still right over there. Let's see what... Oh, and VRZ. VRZ came in over here. It is all out chaos in Painan, and we still have CBK coming in from the out... and retired boys. The retired boys have not come in from the blue yet. Let's see what is going on over here. We do have the Dreamers still up on this hilltop. We still have Hard to Kill. Hard to Kill living up to their name. They are being difficult, aren't they? And then we have VRZ, and it does look like we got a duo from Dreamers pushing up into that. Look at this, and these are more teams coming in. We've already lost 2 teams over here in Painan, and we still have 3 teams. We lost Kratos on top. We lost Made in Nepal, and now we have 3 more teams over here. Let me check the map really quick while we keep the sky view, and the rest of the teams are pretty much avoiding them. So whoever comes out of Painan is going to have quite a few eliminations. Let's go check in on... Oh, look at this. Hard to Kill down to just a duo now. So this duo from Hard to Kill does have a duo from the Dreamers right on top of them, and Santizin knows that. Oh, I think it's the last match top fragger. Yes, it was. That was the last match top fragger. So now the Dreamers are down to just a trio, and Santizin knows that they are coming up and around. Look at that. He can see them right across the way. And now all 3 of the Dreamers are watching right over here onto Hard to Kill. So now let's see, where is Polar? I know as soon as I get off... Ooh, that nade coming right up and in. And look at VRZ. VRZ just waiting it out. And we're down... Are we down to... We're down to 3 duos over here in Painan. Look at this. VRZ duo, Hard to Kill duo, and Dreamers Esports. All... Oh, there's the last one from Dreamers. I thought... yeah. I just used my brain and it didn't work. Alright, so now Santizin, and let's see, where's Polar? Polar's down here holding down the stairs, waiting for him to come on in. Both of them are in the same building over here. So let me go ahead and put the map up so you guys can see where the rotations are going. I don't want to miss any of these fights over here in Painan. So Spidey, you need to buy Dior rolls. You need to buy her one. She deserves the rolls. You guys, right, Ellie? Oh, I'm trying to pay attention to the match, but they're killing me. The chat's killing me tonight. Alright, so now let's see. VRZ, it looks like maybe they might be pulling out of Painan. Maybe, because the blue, they are now out of zone. They do. Dior. Alright, Santy's in. Santy's in gets another knock onto the Dreamers. So now the Dreamers are down to a duo. And now here comes the push by Hard to Kill. Hard to Kill trying to get those angles up the hill. But oh, there's one right behind him. And he does find Santy's in. And so now Polar is right on over here. And here he comes right up and over. So Polar down to about 20 HP as they're coming out. And they do eliminate Santy's in. So now Polar is the sole survivor for Hard to Kill, and he is getting pushed up on by a duo from the Dreamers. Oh, there goes Hard to Kill. BRZ did leave by Nan. Ooh, that was crazy. All right, let me go ahead and put that up there so you guys can see where your teams are now. And I think retired boys are getting ready to get into a fight, so I'm going to switch over to the retired boys and check in on them as they are rotating right on top of Nepal on top. Ooh, 33. They didn't even take those shots at you, but he knew that they're right there. So now let's see. We are down to the top 8 teams. And don't forget, after this match, we'll be doing another Wheel of Names. So if you haven't gotten your screenshot of your like and subscribe, get it over to the PSL server. Turtle just got knocked, and I wasn't watching, I was reading. Alright, so Flo trying to get those shots onto Nepal on top as Nepal on top goes driving right on past him. And 33 down to about 10 HP. Oh, Benny just got run over. So now it is a 2v4. Oh, Flo does not make it. So now 33 way over on this edge. He is the sole survivor for the retired boy. Honk, honk. I get it. Alright, so now let's go ahead and scroll on in a little bit and see what else I see. Alright, I'm going to put the iPad up because everybody is just doing the rotations now, and I know that you guys like to watch the rotations on the VOD reviews, so here it is your rotation. Used toilet paper can work too, just needs to wipe tears. Gross. When haven't you won since the last 2 streams? Bitey's a little salty, Sunshine. He's a little salty. Alright, and our zone is going. Are we going to boot camp? Yes, we are. But boot camp, the island, and just a little nub over here of Camp Alpha. And we have 1 team in zone. And I'm not sure where the X-rated are going to come across. I'm guessing they'll come across one of these land bridges and come up and around maybe New Era. So now VRZ, let's check in on VRZ as they go driving right on past them. The Dreamers just driving right up and into boot camp. No one was in boot camp. No one touched boot camp this entire match. So now I'll go ahead and let's see. I think I'll go ahead, since LG is here, I'll go ahead and pay attention to how X-rated are going to get across to the boot camp area. The cliff is already taken up by CBK, but look at this. We do have 33 coming right up over here, right next to all 4 of them from new CBK. So now all of CBK does have their backs to X-rated. So X-rated may be able to. Ooh, Sohang. Oh, Sohang just drove over Static from New Era. So now we do have Nepal on top trying to just mow them all down right on over here. And we do have Golden Fire coming on in as well. So the Golden Fire, we're down to just Abigail and Tuk Tuk. So now let's get over here and see what happens as they come right up and in. Slaughter was knocked, and all 4 of them from the Golden Fire are in this, but I did not see that. VRZ is down to just the Angry Boy. Angry Boy is in boot camp, and oh, Sohang just got knocked by Wales. So now we got this chaos right on over here. It looks like New Era. Oh, there goes the turtle. Turtle has been taken out from Nepal on top. So now Nepal on top. Are we out of Nepal on top? I don't see him on the list at this moment. So now let's see what else is happening. We do have the Angry Boy still holding on to this as he is getting pushed up by the Dreamers. So now let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. And with that yellow tape, gross. You guys, bleh, bleh, that's nasty. Alright, so Angry Boy now, the center of attention from, oh, that was quite some lag there, wasn't it, guys? It looked like a camera flash for a second. Alright. We do have the Dreamers. Oh, the Dreamers finishing that off. And Wales gets another elimination over onto CBK. So now let's see what's going on over here. CBK coming down and into the Golden Fire. So let's see what's going on with the rest of them. It does look like X-Rated might have been taking those shots. And we still have 33 over on the other side. 33 just oh. I saw some of that from the Fool's hit effects. So now, oh no. RB is getting pulled up on by New Era. So now here they come right out and around. 33 is able to, does he get the elimination? I think he got the elimination before Static was able to finish him off. So now, who deleted it? Spidey deleted what he said because I can't see. And it does look like, X-Rated are still trying to get in and across, but we do have Nasty up at the top, making sure that doesn't happen. But Nasty does have to pay attention to his back as well, because he does have the Golden Fire and New Era pushing right up and in. Let's go on over here and see what's happening with the Golden Fire. Is here comes New Era. New Era trying to get some of those eliminations over and around that backside. Oh, Abigail came up right behind him. That rotation by Abigail around the outside, finishing off New Era. So now let's see what is going on with the rest of this. And we do have CBK still in zone, and we still have Nasty. Nasty is still over here watching. No, Nasty is now trying to get into the third party. So now let me see if I can get a bird's eye view of what is happening over here in the zone. And spin it around. Look at how easy this is spinning. I like it. We're down to the top 3 teams. We still have ZZ in the water trying to stay away from Tupac and Nasty. The Dreamers are now trying to come up to the bridge line, but we do have a duo from CBK right over here. And ZZ, look at this. He is just swimming right up behind that rock. They're not going to be able to find him behind this rock very easy, so that's for sure. So it looks like Nasty is trying to come up. Oh, Rolex got knocked from behind. So now Tupac is trying to run up and in. Where is Tupac? Let me switch over to Tupac as fast as I can. He's trying to get Rolex picked back up, and we still have ZZZ. But ZZZ is not going to be able to get up onto land behind right here on this coastline, because there's no way to get up and in on this side. So he'd have to come down and around to the beach area. But we do have Dreamers right over here at the beach. Rolex gets knocked by that nade. So now it's Tupac. Tupac versus the duo. Oh, Tupac. So now we do have... it's a 2v1, and we do have ZZ down here in the water, and Tupac is going to be able to get Rolex picked back up. Look at this, CBK up to 14 eliminations already. Tupac pretty happy with that jump shot, that's for sure. And now it does look like ZZ is going to come up and around to that beach area. No, it looks like he's going the other way. He's facing the other way. I'm not exactly sure where he's going to go up and around. I think he's lost his time to get up to that beach area. So we'll have to see what happens. I think he's going to go off the zone, deny the point to CBK. There it goes. All right. Point denied. new CBK coming in first with 14 eliminations. X-Rated coming in second with 5 eliminations. And Dreamers Esports coming in third with 6 eliminations. G top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out. New CBK Nasty. 6 eliminations, 576 damage. We'll be jumping with Nasty when we come right back with the Wheel of Names for the second spin tonight. Shout out to PSL, the sponsors, and Dior, and to each and every one of you who get your screenshots over there to get your name on the Wheel of Names. We'll also have the live scores. Will be headed into match 4 of 5 today, and then 5 more tomorrow. So match 4 of 10, and I will be right back. And get a better view of the 3 dimensions of this map. We have them down in the dip non-stop. We do have X-Force Alim coming up the side of that hill. We also have over here, we've got the Grim Reapers. Oh, Tom going down to zone. We got Rich Esports all right there underneath all 4 of them from Sailing Esports. We have almost there. It should be a Sailing Esports game because they are still in zone. Green, what? What, Sunshine? What? Alright, so let's see. They are still in zone there at the top of the hill that got all the views. Oh, they found Alim's toe. So now we are down to the top 5 teams. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up really quick so you guys can see where everyone is. We got non-stop down in this dip. They were able to get their teammates picked back up. We do have Rich Esports coming up and around the ridge line. Let's get on over to Rich Esports. Deku has been knocked. Oh, the Grim Reapers. The Grim Reapers went out to Sailing Esports. Joker. No, Joker. So now let's get up and see what Spence is looking at. We already know that Spence is right up top. Stop the You talking about you're driving over the top of my head, I guess is where you are now, son. Alright, so almost there. Look at this, but Sailing Esports is still in zone. Look at your mini map right here. All the teams are in zone. Levi's trying to get up and underneath Sailing Esports. Rich Esports underneath Sailing Esports. And Non-Stop is still out here in the dip. Look at this zone. And I cannot move it. Let's see. Move. Go. So let's see. We're going to have to stay out in the blue to be able to see where everyone is. Let me go ahead and put the iPad back up so you can really get a view. We do have Sailing Esports on the top of the hill. We've got almost there on the western ridge. We've got Rich Esports on the eastern side under the dip. And then we do have in the dip down below Non-Stop. So Non-Stop still right there. And look at this. Miris was just able to find one of them from almost there. Grace and Peach, I think. Oh, it's just Grace. Grace is the sole survivor over here for almost there, and Grace is not in zone. Grace does have the nades going over the top of their heads, and now Non-Stop has to figure out how they're going to rotate into this as well, because they are no longer in zone in their dip, so they've got to get into zone. Grace has to get into zone. And we do have Sailing and Rich Esports both in zone. And Deku is back up onto his feet, trying to keep an eye on Kadams and Non-Stop. And let's see, no more nades. One Molly. Look at that. Now let's get on over and check in on what's happening over here. We are down to just a trio, but here comes the blue. They gotta move. They gotta move fast. Go Dallas. You gotta move fast. Oh, Dallas. I don't think Dallas is gonna be able to make it with Rich Esports and Sailing Esports right on over here. And there goes Cosmo. And it should be, oh, it is down to just the 2 teams now. So now let's get in over here. Let's see what we can see really quick. And now I couldn't get in there fast enough. Why nobody had the hand scope? The hand scope. No, thank you, Sunshine. All right. Easy placement for that team to win that winner chicken dinner. 7 eliminations, 1,214 damage. Let me put this iPad up so you guys get an eyeful of this next flight path. We're coming in from Camp Alpha Mountain or Island, just to the south of Camp Alpha, going right across the triangle of death to the south of boot camp, to the north of Quarry, and out likewise. So let's see. Alright, so sorry. I get it, Dior. I get it. Alright, so now let's see what's going on. We do have 2 or 3 teams headed down towards Pine Man. So we should get over to Pine Man and check out what's happening. So now let's see. We have CBK right over here. We do have Riders not too far away, Manic not too far away, and X-Force. X-Force is also over here. Look at this. X-Force is all the way around this TXZYSZ Tixies. I'm not even sure what to call this guy, but he is completely surrounded by X-Force coming up. And our first song, oof, that was rough. Valak, no. Valak, oh no. I'm not sure what just happened. I think I read that on remix. Trying to get Spray. Spray came out and around, so now we are down to just a duo over here. And one-shot killers are also in a fight. Let's see what's going on over here in boot camp. In boot camp, we also have 2 teams. We do have Team Aces over here with Rich Esports. So Rich Esports, we do have just a trio for Team Aces, and then we got a Manic player up on the hill. So now let's keep an eye on both of these fights. You can kind of keep an eye on Team Aces and Rich Esports, and we do have Jira trying to spray, trying to make sure that all of them. Look at the mini map up here. We do have all of X-Force. Look at this Alim right there, right in his sight. Oh, free point ran right into that DBS. And Alim throw, closing the door on Jira. And now we do have DZZR. Dozer is also over here at some point, right below him, I believe. Oh, Alim with the nade, but he still doesn't get Jira. But now let's see if he can get it. Oh, Alim right there on the outside, trying to get those angles over. Oh, and he does. Alim not giving up on that, and I think that is it for Painan. But we do have Manic now coming up and in to boot camp, and now Rich Esports, we do have one of them knocked, and it looks like they're trying to pick him up. And Sadra is the sole survivor, still standing over here, but Manic is coming up on top of that hill. Look at that. You can see Manic at the top as Sadra turns just a little to the left. Oh, they started early. Vanus. Let's go. Congratulations to one of the 67 of you on here. And it is Minha Jabayo. I'm so sorry. I'm saying your name wrong. But congratulations on winning the free UC. Retired Boys coming in first with 41 and a winner. Dreamers Esports 40 with a winner chicken dinner. And new CBK 32 with a winner chicken dinner. Oh my gosh, they started early. I'm woo! Why would they do that? Alright, so we are coming in from Minus Del Sur down on Prison Island, going across the top of Minus de Valle Power Grid. And just to the east of the Oasis, going all the way to the wall. I am sorry we did that at light speed. But here are the scores one more time. There are your scores. Let me go back to that. And the UC winner. One more time, flash it up there. There you go, the UC winner. Now let's go ahead and figure out where everyone is going. I am so sorry. They started early on me. I wasn't ready. Hard to kill. Looks like they're jumping to Picado with the new CBK. Look at that. Ooh, so I think Picado may be our first fight. Let's get on over to Picado. Come on, there we go. Sent is in. We'll go ahead and stick with him. Tuki's still up in the air, just trying to get on into that. So now let's see what is going on with CBK. Who was the last match top fragger? I forgot already. It was Nasty. So yes, we are on Nasty. 6 eliminations, 576 damage. Wow, that was crazy. If Alone wins this, me disappear. Dewey just making notes silently. Do easy. Oh, I'm such a big fan. Such a big fan of Dewey. And I forgot to put the iPad up, so let's go ahead and do that. And now we'll stay here for a minute. Let's check in our first zone. Our first zone is going to the northeast. We still have Camp Militar, Toro Mundo, San Martin, Picado, going down, wrapping around Impala and headed on north. And we do have a couple teams right down here in Leones. We do have the Golden Fire not too far away from VRZ. You can see that they're fairly close. We may have a fight right down here in Leones. So I feel like Abigail may be trying to drive on by, trying to get some information on what's happening up there. Abigail is not alone, has Dominator with her. I think that is Dom. And let's see. Oh, we've got 2 up in La Cabarria. Dreamers are right up here with New Era. So let's check in on what's happening up here. We do have, there's that top fragger right there with Star. Star is on the same side of the road as the Dreamers, so Star may have some issues. Let's go over to Star, give Star a few seconds. Star wearing my outfit. We'll keep an eye on Star, and we'll also keep an eye on this fight over here in Picado. So see you next month. See, Spidey, you lost. Dior, maybe you need a new man. Spidey is not it. He been replaced. No worry, bringing up unnecessary information. Oh, look at that. Star does get a knock over onto the top fragger. So now let's see. I feel like there are 2 knocked by Dreamers now, but Static does get knocked as well. Star is still trying to push up and in. We'll keep an eye on that for just a minute more. And let's see. We still have... Oh, Star got the knock. Oh, what is going on over here? Look at this. Oh, Star's eliminating knocks because Star has not gotten elimination yet. So Star... Looks like Ying is the one that was able to get 2 eliminations. I'm not sure where Ying... Oh, that nade hurt. So now let's go up and see what's happening over here. We do have the one... Yeah, he is knocked up here. So now we are down to just a solo over here. As here they come out and around. And there goes Dreamers Esports. Don't forget, Dreamers Esports is near the top of this leaderboard. But they just got taken out. So now, let's see what else is going on. Just leave that name green. I missed which green you were talking about, Dior. I missed it. Oh, Sandy Zen has been knocked. Oh, and Nasty. Nasty was able to get that elimination right on through that window. So now we are down to just Crash, Tuki, and Polar right on over here. So now let me check in on the map, see what else is going on. We still have the Picado fight. We still have BRC and the Golden Fire. Oh, Polar just got GMC right when I switched on over. GMC came pushing out of that smoke, and Polar was able to spray through that smoke and go. Oh, Oh, nasty with the M24. Look at this. Took his helmet right off his body. Nasty. Nasty. It looks like Nasty's still trying to get over to GMC. And it does have Tookie right up over there. Oh, Nasty has that M24 right on out again. And now, can he get GMC picked back up just in time? So now, let's see what is going on. I think Tookie, are you the last one? Where are the rest of them? Nope. Crash is getting him picked up, but Tookie is pushing up on the duo from CBK. And you can see that GMC was picked back up, and we still have Nasty over here. Ooh, Tookie. Tookie does get knocked by GMC. So now we're down to just a duo. I keep forgetting that Crash is over here. So now let's see. Crash is in the casino, but Polar is now trying to come up and around. Hard to kill, not backing away from this fight. CBK is up to 2 eliminations. Yes, GMC was able to get both of those. So now let's go over to the iPad, see what is going on. We can see that the blue zone's starting to come in and push some of these teams. We have New Era up in La Cabrera. We've got all 4 of them still standing up, taking over El Pozo for X-Rated. We've also got the Empire of Gods coming up over towards GNX. So GNX looks like they might be a trick. Tempa? Tempa, is that you? I see Tempa in this. Ooh, GNX Tempa. Gotta keep an eye on that as well. Tempa! Oh, Polar got knocked, so now it's just up to Crash. Crash is the last one, still standing. Nasty right up at the top. Crash, oh, Crash has the M249, but Crash is now a solo over here against the trio from CBK. I'm not sure what Crash is going to be able to do to get out of this, because he's already shot his M249, so all of CBK know where he is. So let's see what else is going on. Looks like the Empire of God's going around the outside of Picado. So let's see. We're still going over to that northeast side. We still have Terra Branca, El Azahar, and minus Generalis in here. I don't really see any fights. Go ahead and scroll this in just a little bit. There's really nobody over on that far east, so let's see what Crash can do. He's got that pump shot. He's trying to hold off Rolex. Oh, gets shot in the back. And so now GMC with the 3-piece onto hard to kill. So let's see. GMC. GG's. Alright, let's go. Let's see what else is going on. I'll go ahead and put the iPad up so you guys get an idea where they're headed. And see you tomorrow night, sunshine. What type of grass you Spidey? Alright, so now let's see. You guys in my chat are crazy tonight. I can't keep up with what you're talking about. And it does look like Static may be coming up over here next to the Retired Boys. The Retired Boys are right on the other side of this hilltop from him. Not quite close enough to get picked up on his mini map. So now's a good time to go ahead and put up the scores. I know it was fast and furious coming on in. I wasn't prepared to start quite so fast, but there are your scores again coming into match 4. Now let's go and see who was taking those shots. I'm not exactly sure who was taking all those shots. It had to have been one of them from the Retired Boys. They must have seen New Era coming up and around, so they know that they have a team close, and maybe Benny. Let's see, was that you taking all those shots? Oh, they get. Oh, it looks like Gods came in. The Empire of Gods came into Picado. And let's see if we can get onto GMC. So let's get over here. Green has only one #1 fan. Alright, so GMC, look at this. Both of them. Both Rolex and GMC HP, and we do have the Empire Gods all the way along in these ridge lines of the Bogado Mountains. So we'll stay here for just a minute as the rest of them are all trying to come on in. We do have a few teams that are still trying to find their spot in zone, but they're really pretty far apart, except for the Empire Gods and the new CBK. The new CBK still trying to get over to zone, but getting surrounded by the Empire of Gods. And we've got Wolf right across in. And he's using, can you get that head? Oh, there he goes. Popped up. He does get a little bit of damage. I saw a 23 pop up, but GMC's got to get out of there. I'm not sure where Rolex ended up, but Rolex is pretty far away. Let's see, where's Rolex? He's pretty far away, and he's on foot. Rolex just needs to hoof it all the way to zone, get away from GMC. Even too easy. I think he was launching those nades up and over towards, it does look like Rolex did come up and around trying to get that off angle way across the street, but GMC has to keep his head down because they do have one on top of the hill. Oh, he sees him right there in front of him. He doesn't get too easy with that nade, but he sure came close. And now the smokes are still coming up. He's still blocking the sight lines from the rest of the Empire of Gods. It is a 1v1 situation right here. And look at this. He does have Crash or Rolex coming across the street. Oh, I thought Rolex was coming up, but look at this. Vortex is still right up at top. And now that fight from the north side is going on. Let's go up to the retired boys. The retired boys are down to just easy. Oh, and now look at this. X-rated. Taking out the retired boys, and each one of X-rated up to an elimination. And we still have, it does look like GMC was knocked, but we are still going over towards the El Azahar. Terra Branca, look at this. We are going all the way up and over to this very northeast side of the map, and we are still going northeast on these zones. And we do have a lot of wide open wasteland to the north and east of El Azahar. All this wasteland over here that could be really brutal if that's where these teams end up. But that's what my gut's telling me. We're going to be along that ridge line there where there is absolutely nothing on the map. And now it is Rolex versus the three of them from the Empire of Gods in here. Oh, came right up and over. We did lose too easy and all of that, but the Empire of Gods are coming into zone with 3 eliminations. So let's see. I missed that, whatever you just said. Alright, so now let's go. Oh, Golden Fire right on over here with the Paretos. Now Paretos on top is down to just 22G. And it looks like one of them was knocked from the Golden Fire. It was Tut-Tut, but we'll be able to get Tut-Tut picked back up, and we are all crushing into this western edges zone. Like I said, I do think that we're going to end up along this wasteland over here where there is absolutely nothing over here. But we'll have to wait and see. Well, it looks like everybody's coming right up and into El Azahar. El Azahar. Ooh, 22G. Oh. Can he get on out of there? Let's go. Let's go. Let's see if he can get it. Oh, no. New Era shutting that rotation right on down. So now let's see what's going on with the Quarrios. The Quarrios up on this northern ridge line of El Azahar. And let's see what's going on the map over here. Let's see what we can see. It does look like VRZ Jimmy. Jimmy's getting the idea that we're coming all the way up over to this wasteland. Look at this. When I say wide open spaces, I mean it. Look at this. This is all in the zone, guys. All of this. And that is the northern side of the El Azahar Mountains. Nepal on top. Look at this. Nepal on top. Really close to VRZ. So we might have a fight there as well. And let's go. Let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit. I see Neverside. Looks like Neverside from the Empire of Gods is coming in. And, oh, there's the rest of them. I didn't see them just a minute ago. They are still over there. There we go. Alright, so now let's see. Looks like we did get a knock up over here. So I think that was one of them from Nepal on top. I did see that in the elimination, I believe. Alright, so Neverside's going to be coming right up and in now onto the X-rated. X-rated all right across the way, and Neverside can see him. But if he takes the shot, there is one from X-rated that's not too far. Ooh, Golden Fire Slaughter from across the way. So let's see what Slaughter is looking at over here. Slaughter with that crazy angle right across there, and Dom is able to get that elimination. So now Slime 2 from Nepal on top does get knocked, and we are still going over towards that wasteland area. I still feel like this is where we're gonna end up. It's just my gut, guys. Just my gut. Let's check in on VRZ. Is Nepal on top, coming right up and over on top of it. We know that Slime was knocked. Let's check in on the Krishna. And we can never forget the turtle. Turtle trying to get that nade launched right up and over onto VRZ. And oh, look at this. VRZ also getting shot at from New Era coming up right behind him. Let's see what's going on over here. We do have Canthera trying to get those shots over onto Sohang all the way across on the other side. For the first time, I watched chat for the entire stream and not the game. Good to know that at least you're entertained over there, Sunshine. Alright, so now let's see. And we do have the Golden Fire. Oh, one of them just got knocked over here, so now we did get thirsted too. And I didn't see who from Golden Fire. It looks like we are in a full fight over here with GNX. And sorry, it is not somebody else. Slaughter is right here. Slaughter, get out of there. Let's go, Slaughter. And the rest of his team is there trying to get over towards zone. And look at that. All of GNX just taking those shots. And we still have the fight over here. VRC Jimmy just got another elimination over onto the Quarrios. So let's see what else is going on. Everybody's still coming up and around. Let's go ahead and slide on over just a little bit. I think you guys can see where everyone is. I'll put the iPad up so you guys can see the rotations. She said that. Who's she? What did she say? She's not even to concentrate. Right? You guys are crazy tonight. You guys are making it harder for me to watch my own match. Uh-oh. Wolf may be coming in right over here on top of... Let's see, which team was that? That is X-rated. That Wolf is coming up and behind on. Let's see what the ZZZ... I'm not sure what ZZ... Oh, yeah, he's watching Wolf trying to rotate into zone, and they are all trying to gatekeep him. They are all coming right up and in. You can see that 999 is also coming up. Oh, what a spray. What a spray by ZZZ. And, of course, the disrespected run-over smush. Shamush. And we are still headed over towards that wasteland area. I just knew that's where these guys are going to end up in this match. I still feel like it. And look at this. 999 is headed right on over here. When I say wasteland, look at this wasteland. There's, at least they have ridges. But look at this. Look at this. This is where they're going to end up. I just feel that's where it's going to be. Because look at that. Even the drop is way over in the wasteland. Alright, let's go. Let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit. And there you go. I think you can see everybody. And look, we still have, oh, Vortex. Vortex over here. Vortex, they're trying to find you. So Vortex 4. Empire of Gods, and oh, the Golden Fire ran into Nepal on top. So now, Vortex, I don't know how you're going to get out of there. And there goes Nepal on top. Look at this. Oh, one of them does get knocked for the Golden Fire. And let's go. Let's see what else is going on. Let's get over to Slaughter because they are right over here with Nepal on top. And Tuk Tuk has been knocked. We still have Dom in this. And so now let's see. I do see a duo for Nepal on top. Still coming down and around this ridge line. And they'll come up onto GNX. Look at this. GNX is in the fight though. In a fight with VRZ. VRZ is still right in front of them as well. They are all right in there. And now GNX is getting picked apart by VRZ right over here. VRZ is downhill from them. So let's see. It's all got to break out all at the same time. And so now, look at this slime. Slime coming out into this wasteland. Look at this. We do have all these teams. There we go. Let's see if I can get... And yes, this is exactly where we ended up in this zone. I just had that gut feeling that's where we'd end up. And it's not turning, guys. It is not turning. Let me see if I can try to find Slaughter. Maybe I can come up this way. Alright, let's go ahead and scroll around. And... this is your zone all the way towards that top side. We do have X-rated coming in at the northern side, and we do have VRZ right down below and Golden Fire, and they are not in zone. Slime is just on that edge of zone, so I'll go ahead and leave the map like that so you guys can see what's coming on in, and I'm going to come back over to see what's going on over here with the Golden Fire pushing up onto VRZ. Oh, look at that. Tut Tut comes through the door and he's got the one standing right in front of him. But we do have another solo from VRZ, a duo from VRZ right across the way, but they're being watched by two other teams. We do have GNX coming right on down, and we do have... let's get on over here and see what's happening from the north side of zone. You can see that the Golden Fire are just wrapping around this zone edge, and we are down to the top three teams. Let me get over in here and see. Oh, we got X-rated trying to get those shots right on in on top of the Golden Fire, and we do have VRZ straight across. So now let's see. VRZ is outside of zone. 999K is also out of zone. And let's see, Try Me is coming up into zone. So all these teams trying to get to zone right now. Ooh, I don't know if he's going to be able to get... oh, is he in the blue? He's just on the edge of blue. And let's check in on Try Me. Oh, I can't switch over. Let's go over to Try Me. And X-rated up to 10 eliminations. Now, look at this. They're trying to get right over here, right on top of the Golden Fire. We do have Dom and Slaughter right here, so now it's just up to Dom. Oh, the run over from Dom's viewpoint. Coming in first, X-rated with 12 eliminations. GG, boys. Coming in second, the Golden Fire with 9 eliminations. And coming in third, VRZ Esports with an elimination. GG, top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, and 13. Going all out, Golden Fire, Dominator, 4 eliminations, 860 damage. I think this is Dom. I think it's the Dom that I used to call. So anyway, I will be right back. Don't forget to get your screenshots of your like and subscribe over to the PSL server. We will be doing one more Wheel of Names right after this final match of tonight, match 5 of 10. I will be right back with the live scores. Be right back. Left. So everybody, oh, the nade by Deku. Deko with that nade, and they do know that Manic is coming up on top of that hill. Look at this Vortex right across the way, and he is looking for you. Look at that! Vortex, he was waiting for you. He was waiting for you to pop your head up over the top of that roof to see where everything was. And now we do have to wait for everybody to come on in the zone. So this is a good time for me to go ahead and put up the iPad so you guys can see where they are. So let's see, if I scroll it over just a little bit more, you can see no one on Camp Alpha and no one over toward. We do have a team all the way down at the south in the docks. The last match winners, Sailing Esports. We'll have to see if they can do a second winner chicken dinner by the insane placement of their team. Alright, so let's go ahead and leave it like that for a second. Nothing else is really happening, so I'll go ahead and let you keep an eye on that. We do have Riders Esports by the cave, not too far away from Sailing Esports. We have Nonstop just to the south of Camp Alpha Ruins, the top of the mountain right where Absolute Pain is. So we might get a knock from Absolute Pain down onto Nonstop, because I do see that Nonstop is coming up pretty close. Look at this, they're really close to Absolute Pain. Absolute Pain up on that mountaintop, but it doesn't look like any of them saw him. Let's see, Nope. Aethercita. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, we almost had Riders Esports run into Manic, but they went on right in and across. Let's see what Nat Geo is doing. Look at this, headed right in and across the land bridge, the swamp bridge. Look at this, right across. Oh, those land bridges are so nice. Ooh, he is coming right up and in onto, was that one-shot killers right at the top? We're gonna get some burnout, drifting. Let's see what else is going on. Look at how close he was to one-shot killers. And one-shot killers are still paying attention to Geo coming out and around. Look at him just driving on through. Alright, I'll go ahead and put the iPad back up for you guys so you guys can see what's happening. And I think he was out on that scouting mission because he went all the way back to his team. And I think he went and picked up Cosmo. So now they're going to go back and across, and you can see that our zone did pop again, and we are headed back on over across the way. And this time they may end up, oh, he did dump off his partner. I wasn't paying attention. By tomorrow morning I'll be a Ninja Turtle due to all this grief. Teenage Ninja Turtles or whatever it is, I don't remember. And look at that. Oh, Thorzen is going right underneath the, what is that? Indirex. Indra Zinc. And there we go. Right below one-shot killers. So no one-shot killers right on top of him. Who is that at the top? Let's see if we can figure out who it is. We do have a hide right across the way, but it's not him. It is Allison. Allenson at the top of Nonstop. And then we've got Oh no! Hyde does find him as he came right in and across. Alright, so now let's see. We also have another fight going on right on down here. Sailing Esports with the Grim Reapers. Jokers at you, or you just knocked right on over here. Maris is coming up and around trying to get that elimination. Oh, and Maris was able to finish off the Grim Reapers. So now, Sailing Esports, they will be able to pick their team back up. And look at this, Nonstop came up and around to the backside of Allenson. Oh, did he just get the score? No, because we did have Hyde get that first initial knock, but the rest of them were all Allen. Geez, 1v3, Alan. Alright, so now let's see what else is going on. It looks like we're headed up over towards Paradise. We've got several teams coming right around. We got it almost there all the way to the north. We've got Sailing Esports all the way to the south. We do have Absolute Pain coming in across from the west, and look at this. The whole east side is empty. Nothing on this eastern edge. So let me go ahead and scroll it on across just a little bit more. I'll put the iPad back up so you guys can get an eyeful of where your teams are, who they might be running into next. I feel like Manic and Rich Esports are going to be the next two in a fight, because Rich Esports is coming right in on top of Manic. Manic is right on the other side of this hill. You can see that Jas is right there. So let's see. Jas, oh yeah, getting those shots right in and across. And I think Lost in Sex was on that horse going right across the top of it. So let's see. Oh, Sailing Esports went out by Camp Bravo. So I got to scroll this out just a little bit. But our zone is getting ready to pop. And I think you can still see where everyone is down below. And Manic is still, look at this, Rich Esports facing off with Manic. And we do have Rana right here behind that rock. Do they know that rock also has, oh, Lost in Sex is coming up and around on top of this, coming to the backside. Oh, but Rana was able to get that knock, but it was a trade-off. So now let's see what's going on. Rana right on over here trying to stay out of the spray by Jas. Jas coming up and around. Oh, there goes Manic. Oh, but now Rich Esports is getting shot at by Riders. Pappy Vic across the way, finding that shot, being able, and they are all the way over here in Paradise. Rich Esports down a player now. So now let's see what else is going on. We are still going over to Paradise. We still have the one team all the way across. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up while I snoop around and see where the next fights are going to be. I do think that X-Force is now coming right up and in over onto Rich Esports. Rich Esports just getting eliminated. One of them from Riders Esports, and now they are down to a trio. But you can see that one is still knocked, and Free Point just on that drive-by, able to pick off Deku. So now we are just down to Kalon. Kalon is the soul. Oh, Kalon was the last one still standing, but now no longer. And so now they are coming right up and into Pappy Vic. Pappy Vic, can you see X-Force coming at you? And we also have Absolute Pain in the one-shot killers. Once again, those two teams do not miss each other. Each and every match they do find each other. Each and every match they... Hello everyone, are you ready to see these scores? X rated coming in first with that winner chicken dinner and 48 total points. Dreamers Esports second with 42, a winner chicken dinner. Retired Boys coming in with 41 at third with a winner chicken dinner. And New CBK 32 with a winner chicken dinner. All the winner chicken dinners are also getting elimination points. Look at those elimination points. We don't forget they do penalize teams for not enough players, for not enough tags, for missing matches. So down at the bottom, you'll see all sorts of minus points. They are very particular about the rules, so we got to keep that in mind. We should be on hard start. We're actually on the right page, but we are missing several players and teams, full teams. We're missing Team 3, Team 6, Team 10, Team 15. Look at all the teams that we are missing still, and it's hard start. So, let's see. Trump put Taffies on the UC. They waiting for it to go down to Senate. Oh no. Not tariffs on UC. No. Oh, you guys have been insane tonight in the chat. I'm trying really hard to pay attention to the matches, but you guys are not making it easy. Oh, get Sun and Spidey in a chat, and it's on. It's on. Alright. Oh, they started. Alright. So I was too busy trying to catch up in the chat. This time. Let's see. Did I even catch the last match, Top Fragger? I did. The Golden via damn 4 eliminations, but 860 damage. 860 damn. Woo. Let's go down and find the Golden Fire Dom. There he is on the iPad. I'll go ahead and put that iPad up there. There is your last match, Top Fragger Dominator. If that's you, you need to let me know. And alright, let's go ahead and see where we're going. We only have 46 players in this match. It could be an extra long match or a very, very short match. We're coming in from the western edge of South George, going across the top of South George, through Watertown Ruins area, over the top of Mansion, and out the edge of Lipovka. Greatest joke I ever told. Son. Alright, so now let's see. We do have Nepal on top. It looks like they are headed over towards that North George area. We do have several teams over the Georgia Pole area. Look at the Georgia Pole area. South George, North George, Georgia Pole Crates Hospital. We got teams and parachutes everywhere, but it does look like they are separating out. We do have X-Rated, who is now in the lead, headed over towards the North George area. So let's see what else is going on over towards the Rozhok area. We do have Hard to Kill over with New Era, New CBK, and the Empire of Gods. They are all right over there at that Rozhok area. And Dominator is already headed on down, so we'll see where Dom goes. It looks like Made in Nepal headed up towards Yasnaya. I think we're going to have an early fight again between Hard to Kill and New Era. I feel like they're right over here. Let's get on down here and see what's happening. It looks like Hard to Kill and New Era are already in that fight, and I did not click on oh no. CBK, new CBK is only down to roll it. Oh, Nasty came back, but GMC, I think he is lagged out. Look at this. He is lagged out in the middle. He's at the intersection between school and Roz, East Roz right over here, and Hard to Kill right over across from them. They're going to be able to see that AFK just sitting there. I don't know what that's all about. We do have a team all the way over in Lipovka, and our first zone is all the way to the northwest this time. So let's see where we end up over here. Let's go. Let's see. I feel bad for GMCs just sitting out there. And we already have Nepal on top. Looks like they're coming up and over towards Crates. And they're going to be right in here with VRZ. Don't know if the turtle knows that he is getting in. Oh, he does. Oh, and he just gets jinxed down just to within a few HP, and here comes the rest of them. He's about 5 HP, and we did have the clash going on over here. Santizen's been knocked over at the school apartments. Let's see, can they get him picked back up? We still have CBK GMC out in the middle, and Tookie, I think, can Tookie see him from there? You should be able to see him right there. So there goes the AFK. So now we've seen that. So we still have this fight going on over here in Georgia Pole Crates, and it does look like a lot of them from X-Rated are getting kind of close, so they may be paying attention to the fights over here. Yes, he is really paying attention to those fights. Let's go back over to VRZ and see what's happening. All 4 of them from VRZ are back up. Let's check in on Jinx. Jinx knows that they are right here by him. And now he's trying to... Oh, Krishna's right there. And Canthera, look at that. Canthera's right here with him as well. But Canthera has plenty. So Canthera should be able to get into that fight as well. And it looks like Jinx trying to get in this fight with Krishna. It does look like Nepal on top. There's 3 of them right over here in front of them. So let's see. Hello, AZ Beast. Hello, Beast. So now let's see. Looks like Krishna may be backing off because all 4 of them from BRZ are all right around it. Let's check in on what Slime 2 is doing. Slime 2 right up in this window looking out. Look at this. He's got the bird's eye view, and there's 2. Krishna and Turtle are both knocked. So now Nepal on top are just down to Sohang. Sohang trying to come out and around on this edge, and he does have Slime 2 overwatching the whole thing. We still have the team way over in the poker, so I'll leave the map down like this, and we'll go back to the map. Oh, I think he might be able to get Krishna picked back up. Oh, the snake could be right over on top of Canthera. Canthera is just fine. Oh, Canthera does finish off. One. Oh, and Jinx does get knocked by Slime 2 from the top of that. So now Slime 2 still coming up and around, still trying to get those shots. Let's see, where's Slime 2 over here now? Slime 2 coming up with the S12, and all of them from VRZ are right over here. It is just now Slime 2. Turtle is slowly bleeding out. He is down to about 5 HP at this point. And, oh, throwing that nade right on over towards him. He didn't cook it at all, but it was enough to make them separate out. Oh, and he finds Jimmy. So now Slime 2 is a solo. Oh, BRZ not happy with that. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. We might have a fight right down here with the Golden Fire. Let's go check in on the last match top fragger. It did look like somebody was coming right up and in. Yes, it was Abigail. I'm sorry I switched off of you as the Quarrios came right up and around. So Abigail still trying to get the spray out of that car and getting sprayed at herself or themselves. So let's see. And who is coming up? Oh, it's Dom. Dom was right on the backside. Dom came up and around. That nade was really close, but Dom was able to get the Tiger God. And I just saw somebody nade themselves, but it was a little too fast for me to catch who it was. And it does look like Kratos on top are coming right up and in, but they're coming in really close over here to New Era and Hard to Kill. Maiden Nepal are coming up towards the Retired Boys, so let's see what else is going on. Alright, I'll go ahead and put the iPad up so you guys get a really good idea of where your teams are, and I'm going to poke my nose into the next fight when I feel like I see one coming. I do think that Kratos on top will be coming right up and in on top of New Era, so we'll see if they do get there. You gotta love the iPad view. Let's check in on C's. There we go. That's a little better. And it looks like they're gonna just come right on through. Look at this. I don't think there's anybody over at the school or East Roz anymore, so it's all pretty much cleared out. Everybody's already moved on out. But look at that, New Era still down to the south of them. So let's see, Golden Fire still in that fight over here. Oh, the gods have come up. So now Empire of Gods and Dom just got knocked. And so now the Empire of Gods are also in a fight with the Quarrios. So the Quarrios, he is trying to come up, and it is just up to Menzies. Menzies is the last one, and Abigail with Slaughter. Abigail with that crazy molly right up on top of them. Let's go back over to the iPad. Alright, now we can scroll in a lot smaller now that Kratos on top has come on in. Let me go ahead and just square this up just a little bit so you guys make it a little easier. Let's go over here and see what's happening as Empire of Gods are still coming up over here onto Hard to Kill. And Hard to Kill, I think, ooh, Tookie, somebody's finding you, aren't they? Oh, look at this. Tookie was taking those shots as the rest of his team are down here with Wolf and Vortex right on in the up and down. So now it's just Vortex. Let's check in on Vortex, what he's going to do with all of them on the outside. His wolf has been knocked. And ooh, there goes one that just got knocked from. So now let's see if Vortex can get out of this mess. I think we do have another team coming up and in. It's Team 17. So now we've got Team 17, Team 12, and oh gods, there they go. But now here comes the Golden Fire onto Hard to Kill. We still have Zanny's in and Tookie right on over here. So now let's go ahead and put this stream back up, and XRZ coming up onto this backside of Novo Crate or Georgia Pole Crates. So let's go on down, check in on this fight that's happening right over here between the Golden Fire and Hard to Kill. Let's go back over to Dom because he was the last match top fragger. Oh, Tookie, the first match top fragger, is up to 5 eliminations. Oh, and there he goes to Tut. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get a little closer. We still have 7 teams in this, and we've got a lot of space because we are still in stage 1. Stage 1, 7 teams. So now we do have X-rated. It looks like they're wrapping around and they're getting ready to push right up and in to Novo, or why do I keep saying Novo Crates? Alright, let's pay attention to where this next zone is going. Let's see if we end up like Zarky or something crazy. Alright, so it does look like we're going from Zarky shooting range, Georgia Pole area. We do have a little bit of the Gatka. We've got Mount Everest still in here, but we're still closing in. But we do have the river separating out the north and the south side of the zone, so we'll have to see where these guys end up. And we do have a lot of teams really close to each other. I do see Golden Fire in yet another fight right on down here. Let's see what's going on. If I can click on one, let's see what's going on right on over here as Pritos on top comes right up and in. 22G right across the way, and he is over here on this off angle, and I'm not sure where the rest of his team are, but let's go check and see. Whoa, they are all the way back here. So 22G is just up here by himself. That is crazy. And we do still have, ooh, they came right up and in. What is happening right on over here at the crates? So I'm not going to say Novo Crates this time. Up here at the Georgia Pole Crates, and we do have 99. Oh no, I think 99K might have, oh, I think he crashed right on over here. So now we do have the rest of X-rated trying to come up and in. So now let's see who's across the way. We do have Code coming up and and Try Me just came on in, but we still have one from VRC in, and it is Angry Boy. But all 4 of them from X-rated should be able to get up into zone or into the rest of the match. Now it looks like all these teams are right over here on this eastern edge. Let's go over to the Angry Boy. We'll keep an eye on him, see what's going on. LEGOP. LEG. Did you see this? Look at this, LEG. The scores coming into match 5. We are in match 5 now. And when all 4 of them from X-rated are going around the Angry Boy. Angry Boy now facing off against all 4 of them coming up and around. And we are pretty much center zone over here in the Georgia Pole Crates. Angry Boy just watching them just drive on by. We don't have anybody over on the far western edge, so let's go ahead and scroll on in. I think you guys can see pretty well where everyone is. Uh-oh. Oh, I hear footsteps, and so does Angry Boy. So now let's see what's going on. Yeah. Oh, don't open your back. Don't get your back open to him. And now here, oh, from Made in Nepal, right across the way, ZZZ and Code both got knocked from Made in Nepal across the way. Made in Nepal with that third party, and now Potato on the push. They know that they've got 2 knocks over there. And now here comes Potato right up and in, and we still have 6 teams in this, but they are all coming right over here to the Georgia Bowl crates. And now Potato, look at this. Potato has the level 3 gear and the ghillie suit from the crate, and oh, all 4 of them are back up onto their feet. Let's see what's going on over here. It's Made in Nepal coming out and around Code, trying to get that spray down as they come on. And Potato got knocked by the nade, and so now X-Rated still holding off the push by Made in Nepal. Baka all the way over on the other side. Let's see where Baka is, because Baka is now the sole survivor for Made in Nepal on this 2-knock 3-man push into the full squad. And let's go. It looks like the Golden Fire right over here next to New Era down in the ruins. So New Era is down to just a trio. But look at this, so are the Golden Fire up to 9 eliminations and still looking for more teams. And we are down to the top 6 teams, but we only have a solo from Made in Nepal right over here with all 4 of them from X-Rated. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up so you guys can figure out where your teams are. The retired boys are still right on the edge, the eastern edge of zone, up over towards the shooting range. They're not too far away from Prethos on top. And then we've got New Era down in the ruins, all tucked in. And now the Golden Fire going right up on top of Mount Everest. And look at this, it looks like Baka gonna go ahead and try and get on out of there. And we're still coming down to this Georgia Pole area. We still have the river splitting us up, so let's see what is going on. So which side of the river are we going to be on? I feel like we've had a whole lot of chaos over at crates. We could end up there towards the end of the match. I don't know what type of private rooms you'd be playing in, but it's not for kids. What? Oh, and look at this. X-Rated coming up, trying to find the sole survivor of Made in Nepal. And so now here comes the rest of them. You can hear the McLaren buggies coming up and around. So now let's see what else is happening. Oh, ZZ slamming that door right in Baka's face. Oh, trying to get that nade right over onto ZZZ, who now owns Potato's ghillie suit. So now let's see what else. And Potato, oh, the nade up the stairs by 999K. We are down to the last 5 teams, and look how big this zone is. So I think the retired boys may be the next ones in the fight. They're going to be right up here next to Prethos on top, and they're right over on this edge. So we'll have to see. Green just said, don't open your back. Don't get your back open to them. Just my MS comes in better. Alright, so now let's see. Ooh, we do have New Era coming up onto Mount Everest, so we might have the next fight over here with New Era and the Golden Fire. We'll probably end up with 2 fights at the same time. We only have 5 teams in it, and 2 teams at the very southern side of zone on top of each other, New Era and the Golden Fire, and then 2 teams at the very north side of zone. We've got the retired boys and Wayos. I think Wayos just noticed. So now Tut-Tut. Oh, there goes Tut-Tut from the Golden Fire. But we do have Dom and Slaughter right on the backside. And look at Wayos coming right up, and that pop shot, trying to make sure they got the elimination. And Wayos up to an elimination. But now the Golden Fire up to 9 eliminations, but it is a 2v3 on top of Mount Everest. And look at this, we still have X-Rated in the middle of crates. So And it looks like the Golden Fire are gonna go ahead and get on down off of Mount Everest. Dom gracefully exiting Mount Everest. And I still think that the retired boys are gonna end up right on top of Prathos on top. So now let's get up here because I feel like this is gonna be our next fight when we still have 5 teams in here. We have retired boys, Prathos on top, X-rated center zone, the Golden Fire coming into the South George Hospital area, and then we have New Era. So yeah, we are still going to Novo Crates. So now let's see what else we can see going on. Oh, here goes the fight. I knew that these two teams are going to end up in a fight. And now, 22P gets pulled up and in now. Donnie coming around with the UMP, trying to get the knock over onto the retired boys. Ovo has been knocked. Here comes Steezy. And let's see, Donnie and Keeps are still up. And Benny down to 1 HP. And he's still trying to take those with this broken wall. But he's down to 1 HP, and the retired boys, they'll be able to get Ovo picked back up. So now let's see, they do have to come on into zone. All these teams are going to have to come on down. Are we going to the north side or the south side of the river? Are we going to North George or the crates? So the crates have seen a lot of action. We'll probably end up over in this wide open space right over here. But we could end up right up over here as well. We'll have to see where we end up. Alright, so now let's see. That's because I'm trying to pay attention, Spidey. I'm trying to pay attention to the players. This isn't a let's check in on what Dom can see. Can Dom see? Yeah. It's coming back up, guys. Just give it a minute. Alright, so Dom can see Code. Code is right up top. Does Code know that they are starting to come up and around this backside? So now let's see. Let's see what else is going on. Let me go ahead and scroll on in. We still have Ovo way up out of zone, getting ready to come on in. No one in the blue zone, but everyone is finding their spots. We do have the retired boys over on the hilltop by the squad house. We do have X-rated still in center zone, or not center zone, but in Novo crates. And Dom taking those shots across, letting look at that, all the little pointies going right on over towards Dom. So now let's see what else. So we do have retired boys all up on the north side of the river. Oh, we're coming down to the south side of the river now. So now let's see. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Bye, Green. Bye, Ellie. Bye, Spidey. Sorry. The screen is coming up. I promise. Alright, so now let's see what else is going on. You're not going to say bye to your woman? Now, let's see. We are down to the top 4 teams, guys. And we do have the Golden Fire Dom driving right next to X-rated and into New Era, right below the retired boys. Dom just trying to get over here into... Oh, what happened over here? The retired boys came right up and in. The retired boys are now over here in Novo Crate, or I said it again, guys, in Georgia Pole Crates. And now one of them, Steezy and Flo, have both been knocked, and we do have 3 of them from X-rated coming right up and in. X-rated still a full 4-man team. There's the last one for X-rated. 999 does get knocked, and so now we are down to Benny and Ovo. Benny on this backside, and I think Benny might have been knocked, and now there goes Ovo. So now it is just up to Benny. Benny is the last one, still coming right up and into zone. And now the Golden Fire right over here, getting pulled up on by by New Era. Star coming out and around right over here by Dom. And we do have Static and ooh, X-rated finishing off the retired boys. And now it is Static versus the duo over on this side for the Golden Fire. Static on the other side. So let's go over to Static and get an idea of what Static is doing, because they are still over here with two of their players knocked. Dom right there under the bridge, and Slaughter. Oh, Dom. Oh, Dom, he saw you right there. Now it is Static versus Slaughter. Slaughter on this backside. So let's see. It is on Slaughter. Let's see what's going on as Static is pushing right up and in onto Slaughter. Slaughter trying to get those shots, and we know that the zone has moved away from them, so these players do have to go. Static still throwing those nades down to no more nades. He does have three mollies left to his name, and I think Slaughter is waiting for Dom to get up and out of those. Oh, he almost saw Dom. And now, let's see, still going to go ahead and, oh, here comes, oh, look at this. Here comes Try Me. And now Static, let's go. Let's see, Try Me is coming around on this backside, right on the other side of Dom and Slaughter. They are right on down below, and I think Dom is bleeding out, but Try Me is coming up behind the backside of Slaughter. So now Try Me is now trying to get those shots, and Try Me does find Slaughter. So now it is Static versus all four of them from the retired boys. So now let's get on over here. And ooh, Static gets the jump, does not get run over, and here comes Cole coming right up and in, trying to do the seat swap. And we still, oh, he did get that elimination right before getting eliminated. X-rated for the second time tonight. One more winner, chicken dinner, 10 eliminations, 10 placements, 20 total points for this match. Coming in second, we've got New Era with 3 eliminations, and the Golden Fire coming in third with 11, I can't count, 11 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6. 7 through 9, 10 through 12, going all out. Let's use the iPad to show the gloriousness of the top fragger, the Golden Fire. Slaughter, 5 eliminations, 6 damage. All right, guys, I will be right back for the Wheel of Names in tonight's live unofficial scores. So I will be right back. They do end up fighting. So Pappy Vic trying to watch X-Force's X-Force coming up right behind him from the south to Paradise Resort. And let me see, at Tercita, you're gonna be having some trouble. Don't run across the wide open space. Oh, at Tercita is coming right up and in on one shot. Oh no, we saw that coming. All right, so now let's see what's going on happen. He's gonna go ahead and move on out, but we do have Iceberg still up here in his buggy. So let's see if they can get over across the hinges, as John Allen calls these, and they're going to end up on almost there, is my guess. That's probably what's going to happen. So let's go ahead and scroll on in. Let me go ahead and pop that iPad back up so you guys can really check in on your teams. You know that there's nobody over there. Alright, so we're down to the top 7 teams. We still have 7 teams in this, and I think Absolute Pain and Almost There are gonna collide. I feel it. Ooh, and the one-shot killers are coming up right behind them, so we might have the one-shot killers coming up to chase them down. They watched where they rotated. Almost There, not too far away. So let's see what's going on. Let's check in on Hyde. See what Hyde is doing. Ooh, Hyde is actually coming up over here near Riders Esports. Riders Esports is right there in Paradise. So, and look at this zone. We are still going to the Paradise and to the northeast of Paradise, and we don't have anybody out in the blue because at this stage it's going to start hurting. That blue is really going to start pushing these teams in together. And one shot coming right up in. Oh, they slowed down now. They only have the one vehicle, so we got Uberhead. Uberhead. There's your name, Hyde. It says Uberhead. Can you see it? Alright, guys. Let's see. What else? Ooh, let's see. La Cabra, they're coming right up in onto you. Let's see what he's doing from the top as one shot killers are coming right on in. Look at this. He could have taken those shots, but he's waiting for Pappy Vic to come down in around. Look at Pappy Vic coming down off the side of that hilltop. So now we also have X-Force coming up and around. Look at this. They're coming into the north side. And all these teams are right. Oh, this is so sticky. I can't move it. There it goes. Where's the rest of Riders? Riders are coming on down. And we do have X-Force up at the top of the hill as well. So now let's see what's going to happen with the rest of it. X-Force is coming up onto Absolute Pain and almost there. As I said, Absolute Pain and almost there were destined to run into each other. So now let's see. It does look like one of them from the one-shot killers was knocked. I'm not sure which one is right down below, but let's get on over and see what's happening as they're coming up onto Absolute Pain and almost there. They are all right here on top of each other with only the sole survivor still standing. Kakucho, I'm not sure, but he does have all of X-Force right above his head, and almost there are taking those shots across the way onto X-Force. So now let's see. We got all sorts of nades, all sorts of action coming on down in Paradise Resort. We still have La Cabra right on that balcony, and we do have a trio still remaining from the one-shot killers. Came right up and in, and I feel like X-Force is gonna end up on top of. Let's get Peach. Hello, Peach. There's that beautiful woman. Alright, so we'll stay with Peach for just a minute while the X-Force is not too far away. You know, X-Force is coming around doing the ridge of blue zone. Let's see. All Glory Gaming may end up over here in the fight with X-Force. I'm not sure who took those shots, but they're definitely X-Force shots taken at 7 right here, but we have almost there right there as well. And we still have a solo. It is Carvalho trying to get those shots with onto Riders able to finish it off, and Riders, all 4 of them still standing, but now they got to get on over out of Paradise, and they have to come into this northeast edge of Paradise. And oh, La Cabra was taken down and out by, oh, they're getting picked off. They're getting picked off now by Valak over here, keeping an eye over onto Paradise, just getting those eliminations. And we do have X-Force up too. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wheel of Names and tonight's final unofficial live scores. But first, tonight's final UC winner. Thank you to each and every one of you 69 beautiful people on this list. Let's go. And tonight's final winner is Phantom 199. Phantom 199. Congratulations for being tonight's final UC winner. And now, the scores. X-rated coming in first with 2 winner chicken dinners. 68 total points. The retired boys coming in second with 48 total points. And the Golden Fire coming in third with 45 total points. Don't forget, they are very particular, so I'm not sure if they had people playing that weren't in their roster. I don't know why all the negative points. If you want to know, you could head over to the PSL server and find out, but otherwise these are the unofficial scores. The teams can always put in a ticket. They can do whatever needs to be done to fix their scores. But if you won UC, you also have to put a ticket in over in the PSL server and just give them your user ID. And thank you everyone for coming out and supporting the Pro Scrim League's Spring Mini League $200 winner takes all. This is day 1 for Group Clover in the semifinals. Tomorrow is the final day of semifinals. So make sure you come on back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. 3 more giveaways. Shout out to PSL, the Pro Scrim League Discord server, Dior, and the sponsors for spoiling us so much. Thank you. And thank you to each and every one of you for coming out and supporting both PSL and me. We both truly appreciated it. You are the reason why we stream this and let you guys see all the chaos as it happens. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe. Have a great night, and I will see you soon. Good night, everyone.